from Geneva, Illinois. Of course, began his career at Pittsburgh. He's making 2.1 three-pointers per game. He's got a team-high 54 made, 43% from three-point range, 13.8 points per game, over 5 rebounds per contest. But again, he was only 3 of 11 the first time around against the Ramblers with 7 points. Also in the starting lineup is Malachi Smith, 6 foot, 175-pound redshirt junior from the Bronx. He's third in the A10, 36th in the country in assist-to-turnover ratio, and he's second in the A10 in assists. He's averaging 10.2 points and 5.5 assists per game. Also in the starting lineup is, I think I skipped Enoch Cheeks. Yeah, I skipped Enoch Cheeks. He's in the lineup, of course, 6'3", 195 senior from Providence, Rhode Island. 26 points against the Ramblers earlier this season. He's averaging 13 a game at 48% from the field and 37% from three. And rounding out the starting five is the 7'1" freshman from France, Emile Letong. He's averaging 7 points, 4.5 rebounds. He had 11 points, 5 rebounds against the Ramblers and the game-winning bucket back at UD Arena in January. Anthony Grant in his 8th year as a Dayton head coach, 167 and 80. That's a 676 winning percentage with Bennett, Santos, Cheeks, Smith, and Letong in the starting lineup. And now for the Ramblers, the same lineup that they have been rolling with now for several games in a row since the George Mason game. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8th consecutive time rolling out this starting lineup. Des Watson over his last 3 games, 16 points per game, 45% from the field, averaging 14 points a game in A10 play. Jaden Dawson, the reigning A10 player of the week. Over the last 3, 24.7 points, 53% from the field, 53% from three-point range. Sheldon Edwards Jr., right now top 35 in the country, 2.96 made three-pointers per game. His 39.3% from three-point range leads the Atlantic 10. He's averaging 12.8 points per game in conference play. Miles Rubin, last 5 games, 11 points, 8.2 rebounds, 2.6 blocks. He's 16th in the country, 2.23 blocks per game. And then Kamanio Insu played a season-high 27 minutes against Davidson on Tuesday. Had a couple of buckets, 6 points, a couple of free throws, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Drew Valentine won his 75th game as the Rambler head coach on Tuesday, now 75 and 48, a 6'10 winning percentage, with Watson, Dawson, Edwards, Rubin, and Owinsu in the Rambler starting lineup. All right, CT, officially now, your keys to the game for the Ramblers to pick up win number 4 and move in to sole possession of third place in the Atlantic 10 standings.
Yeah, the first thing has to be taking care of the ball. So we had 19 turnovers the first time we played these guys. I know we talked about Kamani was still working himself back, but he had 5 turnovers. JQ also had 5 turnovers. So if your point guards are combining for 10 turnovers a game, it's going to be very tough to beat a good team. So we really need to take care of the ball. It's going to start with those guys especially. Next thing, we had to be ready to defend. I mean, Enoch Cheeks, he had a game last time we talked. We talked a little bit about it. 26 points on 10 of 14 shooting, 6 of 9 from 3. I mean, that's an elite stat line right there. He's probably going to come out here with a ton of confidence. And then also you got to understand, Nate Santos is a guy, he was totally held in check. I mean, 7 points on 3 of 11 shooting. Not much of a factor. He's much better than what that stat line suggests. And then we talked about Malachi Smith kind of having his way on those high ball screens. So, I mean, we got to be ready to guard. I mean, those guys are going to come out here with a ton of confidence and really get out here and try to make a statement here tonight. And last thing I'm going to put a throw out there, just not get too caught up in the atmosphere. I mean, I think Drew and the guys, they say they do a great job of just treating every game like it's their Super Bowl. They prepare the same way. So don't want to get too wrapped up in the atmosphere. Just trust your training, and you'll be in good shape.
All right, they just went on the air on ESPN2, so tip-off is less than a minute away. Both teams are out on the floor waiting. The Ramblers are wearing their black uniforms today. Ramblers script across the chest in maroon, outlined in gold. Same for the numbers on the front and the back. Dayton, for the first time in these 3 years coming here, they're going to wear their red uniforms. It's been the powder blue, the baby blue, each of the first 2 times today. Red, top and bottom. Dayton across the chest in white. Same for the numbers on the front and the back. Miles Rubin will jump it up with Emile Letong once we get underway. Ramblers will move right to left across your radio dial. The reverse for those of you who are also watching along on TV.
Here we go.
All right, they're moving the camera out of the way and the lighting out of the way, and the buzzer sounds And a crucial Atlantic 10 game for these teams to make sure they finish inside the top 4 to get a double bye in the A10 tournament. Ball in the air, and Latong wins it back to Santos. Dayton has the opening possession. Out top, it's Malachi Smith, guarded by Dawson. Between the rings, almost slips down, holding onto it. Now puts the dribble, passes right side for Bennett. Up top for Santos. Right elbow, it's Latong, back to the basket. 11 to shoot. Hand off Santos. Top side. Santos trying to turn the corner left, puts up a tough 15-footer off 1 foot over Miles Rubin, and he hits it. 2-0 Flyers. Watson across half court. Guarded by Cheeks. Now for Kamani between the rings. Push pass left for Dez. Dez on the left wing, finds Rubin, flashes open, goes to the rim against Latong, tries to reverse it, had deflected away, keeps it alive, out of bounds. It'll be Dayton ball.
Yep, first possession going right inside, exactly what we thought. Miles had that's a great look right there. I don't mind that one. Miles, you just got to finish that.
50 seconds in, 2-0 Flyers. Latong, hand up top. I get it back to Latong, cutting Santos, and Dawson from behind blocks the shot out of bounds. And they're going to get
them up. They just teed them up.
That's the second straight game here at Loyola that an official has teed up a Rambler player within the first minute of a game.
That's soft.
Soft officiating. Des Watson made a 3 in the first possession against St. Louis. Said something, quote unquote, to the bench of Dayton, got a tee, and now Dawson blocks a shot.
He said something to him, but it's like, guys, let the guys decide this game. Don't make it about you. I know this game's on TV and everything like that.
It's the ESPN Friday night showcase. The officials got to show off. Uh-oh.
And the net's messed up now.
The net ripped, I think, on that play. So they're going to have to do some – we're going to have a delay here. They're going to have to,
oh, boy.
So we're going to be here for a while. They're going to have to restring the net here. I wonder if they it shouldn't affect shooting, but you do want to fix that. So Cheeks made the first technical free throw. Makes the second. Got to give the Flyers their calls. They're the darlings of the A10. So now we have an official timeout with 18:57 to go, and now we're going to wait for our operations team to come out with a ladder and a new net to restring it. It's possible maybe they can
just restring it.
I don't know if that one is totally ripped or if it just got undone. The official's going over to TV to tell them what's going on. Gee, we can't figure it out. So we're going to keep it here because they're not going to go to immediate timeout. We've only been 63 seconds into the game. It's 4-0 Dayton. 2 points handed to the Flyers. And the net, nothing to do, obviously, with the technical foul, but just kind of adds to the frustration now.
I don't see anybody moving to get a ladder or anything.
Yeah. Looking at the replay, by the way, just seeing what happens.
Yeah, so JD
Santos' fingers, by the way, got caught in the net, and he's the one who ripped it down.
You're talking about the net, okay.
Oh, well, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, because I'm saying, because you can see JD probably said something to him, like, get that out of here. Something like that. But, I think that's, it's really soft. But they've set the precedent now, so players aren't going to talk to each other at all. So I don't want to see Enoch Cheeks, when he makes a play, start getting on our guy's face, or when Nate Santos hits a shot. He doesn't need to say anything to our bench either, because we've already set the expectation that players are not going to talk at all.
What are the odds that Dayton gets called for technical foul here today?
Slim to none.
Yeah. All right, so again, the ladder now down to the hoop to our right.
Let's go, Brad.
So hopefully this is just a stringing that piece that came off, and it's not a total rip. It looks as if that is the case, which will save us 5 minutes. Stringing a net under pressure in front of a crowd is not easy. So just having one loop to secure this net to is beneficial. It's going to be Dayton ball, by the way. It was a block out of bounds, and then they call it a technical foul. They lead 4-0, 63 seconds in. So extra time for the crowd to stew a bit and dance. I mean, it's just hilarious that 2 consecutive Friday night games, national television, the officials feel the need to tee up the home team for saying things that get said 99 other times over the course of every other game.
Yep. And Gibson Jimerson hit a 3 in front of our bench, and you could see he turned around and said something to them. Nothing happened.
Well, yeah.
Yep. But still won, but oh well. Let's keep it moving.
All right, so the net is ready to go. It's going to be Dayton basketball. That counts as a personal foul by the way for Dawson, the technical foul. All right, let's go here. Dayton will inbound on the baseline. Bennett will lob it out top to Latong. Now Smith comes to get it between the rings, guarded by Kamani. Santos, handoff back to Smith. Smith on the right wing, push pass out front. Bennett, illegal screen, called on the Flyers as Bennett missed the 3 anyways. Santos called for it. For the first foul on the Flyers, 4-0 Dayton. And again, only a minute and 11 seconds in. Kamani across the timeline, right to left. Angles to the left wing. Now back out front. Turns the corner off the Rubin screen. We'll skip it left wing. Sheldon, catch and shoot, 3 in the air. Too strong. Rebound, and Enoch Cheeks. Dayton, great guard rebounding team. Enoch Cheeks, Malachi Smith, they all get on the glass. Latong on the left side, handoff Santos. Santos using the screen. Bounce pass in the lane, intercepted, knocked away by Dawson as he tried to force it into Latong. Oh, and Latong almost stole it from Rubin, who was looking to bring it into the front court himself. That's back-to-back turnovers for the Flyers. Still 4-0 Dayton.
Yeah, I love the way J.D. recovered on that one. He hit the ball screen and then just got right in the passing lane, intercepted that pass from Santos.
Owinsu watched by Smith out front. Watson flashes to the corner, open, up fakes, drives to the paint. Step back, fades, and doesn't get the bounce. Rebound by Enoch Cheeks. Cheeks into the front court. Santos trailing, up fakes, passes right for Bennett. Now Latong right in the lane. Backs down Rubin mid-block, poked away out to the three-point line. Picked up by Bennett, drives to the baseline, takes the jumper, misses. Rebound by Kamani, a grown man rebound. And he gets it ahead to Dawson right side. Kamani opens up left side, drives to the hoop, and scores.
There we go.
Nobody thought Owinsu was going to just curl and drive all the way to the hoop on the left for Dayton's defense. 4-2 Flyers, 17-23 first half. Latong on the right side, hands off to Bennett. Bennett, top of the key, passes right for Cheeks, takes the 3 over Edwards. Short and wide to the right, rebound by Dez. Owinsu into the front court. Angles left again, picked up by Cheeks, heading towards the baseline. Gonna back down into the paint, goes right, steps to the baseline, lays it off for Miles, goes up, and scores it off the window.
There we go, Miles.
Didn't get the whistle, but Rubin finishes strong off the glass through contact. We're tied at 4.
Love it.
16:50 first half. Malachi Smith dribbles to the right side, gives to Santos. Quick pass to Latong. Now handoff Smith. Smith top of the key. Alley-oop to Latong, and he misses the alley-oop. He blocked himself on the rim. Owinsu to Watson, right side. Enters it for Rubin, guarded by Latong.
Go at him, Miles. Go ahead.
Mid-block
Single
on the
coverage.
right. Yep, no one coming to help. Oh, and he poked it away, and Bennett got the loose ball. Here come the Flyers, tied at 4, 16-20 first half. Bennett around the screen. Latong pops open, left side, 3 in the air. In and out. Rebound by Sheldon. Dayton's 0 for their last 5. Tied at 4. Edwards, right wing, gets open for 3. Too strong. Little too much juice on that one for Sheldon. And a rebound by Malachi Smith. Smith crosses over left, drives to the paint, kicks Santos topside. Crosses over right, down the right lane line, turns, steps,
Get that
blocked
out of
by
here.
Rubin from
Get that out of
behind.
here.
And the rebound by Dez. No one say anything. No one say anything.
Oh, yeah.
Don't want to get technical foul. Dawson on the left wing, up top for Kamani. Hands it off Dawson. Dawson turns the corner, step back, right wing 3 for JD. In and out. It was online halfway down. Of course, he had made 17 of his last 32 threes over the last 3 games. Flyers got the rebound, cheeks into the lane, floats it up and in. 6-4 Dayton, 15:25 to go in the first half. Owinsu into the front court for Loyola. Low right-hand dribble. Rubin on the right side, right free throw line extended. Dribbles to the top of the key. Passes it for Edwards. Edwards off the Rubin screen, turns to his right. Hands it off Dez on the right wing. Now Rubin catches right elbow. 9 to shoot. Rubin trying to go baseline.
Oh, yeah.
Right-hand hook is good.
I saw Dez calling for him to set that little guard on big ball screen right there, and Miles just read it perfectly.
Miles 2 of 3 from the field. We're tied at 6. 14:50 to go in the first half. Malachi Smith. Right wing for Santos. Now caught between the rings by Bennett and gives to Smith again. Kamani on Smith between the rings. Smith trying to go right behind the Latong screen. Gets to the rim. Blocked by Kamani. That's 3 block shots for the Ramblers. Ahead for Dawson. Trail Watson, left wing. No numbers. Watson spins left of the lane. Alley-oop. Miles will kiss it home off the window with a nice touch. And Miles Rubin with 6 early points. Dez with the alley-oop assist. And it's 8-6 Loyola. Latong hands off Smith on the left wing. Malachi Smith trying to get by Edwards. Gets in the lane. Floats it up. Oh, that's a nice play. Trailing back behind him, an alley-oop for Latong as Rubin was following the ball. Tied at 8 now. Rubin, top side inside the three-point line. Dawson, alley-oop. Miles got fouled.
Is that 2 on Santos?
It might be.
Yeah, because he got a moving screen early on. Yeah, they got Santos on that. That's 2 on him.
Nate Santos just picked up his second foul as these teams try to trade alley-oops up and down the floor. Miles Rubin will have 2 free throws when we come back. 13:52 to go in the first half. Dayton 8, Loyola 8. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
Caputo Cheese specializes in the manufacturing and processing of fine Italian-type cheeses, including Parmesan, Romano, and fresh mozzarella. They're best known among chefs for their award-winning burrata and ricotta cheeses. Whether you need a traditional Parmigiano Reggiano or a customized solution, Caputo Cheese delivers quality and consistency that only high standards and family pride can produce. Visit them at CaputoCheese.com and follow them at Caputo Cheese.
Hey Rambler fans, this is Cam Krutwig, and my favorite way to get into the game is through my friends at TicketEstore.com. Whether it's courtside or in the upper deck, TicketEstore.com has you covered. They have a wide selection that I love. The proud official ticketing partner of Loyola Athletics, Ticket eStore is alumni-owned and celebrating 20 years in the business. With no service fees, TicketEstore.com gets you in the game for less. Let's go Ramblers.
This is Ramblers men's basketball player Jalen Quinn on behalf of the law firm of Kupiec & Martin. Founded in 2008 by Loyola alumnus Dave Kupiec, Kupiec & Martin is a trusted multi-state tax law firm with almost 6 years of experience, advising businesses with state and local income, franchise, and sales tax matters. Their expertise was developed from working in-house at large publicly owned corporate tax departments, Big Four accounting firms, and state agencies. Contact them at 312-632-1022 or visit them at kupiecandmartin.com. Go Blairs.
Ooh, let's turn our microphones on at the wrong time there. As Wild Berry is orchestrating the crowd right now and giving out a basketball. Download the Ramblers, the Go Ramblers mobile app to stay connected with your favorite Loyola teams. The app features the latest news, scores, stats, and content. You can also listen live or on demand to all Rambler Sports Network men's basketball broadcasts and Rambler Roundtable podcasts. Search Loyola Ramblers in the Apple or Google Play Store. 13:52 to go first half. Dayton 8, Loyola 8. CT, your early thoughts on this ball game?
So we talked about Dayton and how they're being a little lacking physical toughness inside and not having much rim protection. So, I mean, all 8 points that we have come in the paint. So we got some great dribble drive actions. I know Kamani had a really strong drive to the basket. We found Miles on a couple easy buckets too. But I think when you're really taking advantage of them inside, I mean, I think that's going to start opening up some of these 3-point opportunities. I know Sheldon has had a couple looks. I know JD has put one up. I mean, I think they were pretty solid shots usually, but I think those are going to be more open as we continue to exploit Dayton inside.
Giving out Pop-Tarts to the TV crew, but not the home radio guys? What is this? Come on. I think there'll be more later. So, anyways, Loyola is 4 of 9 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3. Dayton 3 of 10 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. 2 gift technical free throws after Jaden Dawson was called for a technical foul for saying something naughty a minute in on a block shot. And Miles Rubin, 3 of 4 from the field, 6 points. Drawing the second foul of the game already on Nate Santos. That's huge. Also to note, Isaac Jack not with Dayton. He had his appendix removed and not with the team, so not available to play. Someone only plays 8 minutes a game, but hey, not having a body is not having a body.
Right.
And for the Flyers, Jacob Connor has come on. Hamad Musa, Zed Key, and Posh Alexander. So the only player from the starting lineup staying out there is Enoch Cheeks. Jalen Quinn has come on. Daniil Glazgov, Francis Wakoria. Rubin and Watson staying in as Miles has 2 free throws here.
Yeah. Love to see JQ get an opportunity. I mean, he was really effective in our first game against Dayton. So getting downhill, getting all the way to the rim. And so like we talked about, Dayton not having much rim protection. There's an opportunity where he can be really effective.
Miles too strong on the first free throw. Yeah, JQ in that Dayton game, 10 points, 5 of 6, 4 assists, 2 steals. And yeah, he had a lot of drives to the hoop, especially late in the game, helping the Ramblers get back and force overtime. All right, Rubin's second free throw upcoming here, trying to give Loyola the lead. It's in the air, and he knocks that one down. 7 first half points for Miles. He'll come out of the game. Jalen Deloach will come on. Deloach took a step forward in that game against Davidson. Much better performance as compared to the prior games. And need him now to match up with Zed Key in the paint right now.
Yeah, he's a beast on the glass, having 6 rebounds in 11 minutes. That's elite.
Up top with it, Posh Alexander. Push pass left for Cheeks. Quinn closes out behind the back dribble. Got to the paint with it. Shut off at the A10 logo by Cheeks. Forces up one short.
Oh, yeah.
It's going out of bounds.
That's great
D
defense,
by
JQ.
Jalen Quinn. Good
That's
help
huge.
as well by Daniil Glazgov. And then going back to where he needed to go to cover up a 3-point shot.
Yep, exactly. Daniil's a much better athlete than people might give him credit for. I mean, that's huge, being able to get in help side and be underneath the shooters right there, like you talked about.
Rambler basketball leading 9-8, 13-24 to go first half. JQ into the front court, right side. Deloach top side with it. Left-hand dribble, handoff, Watson. Watson at the right elbow. Pull up and hit it. Nothing but net for Des Watson. 1 for 2 from the field. Came in shooting 45% over the last 3 games. Ramblers lead 11-8. Gian Simon was the one who came on, not Hamad Musa. I swear I heard he was announced into the game, but Gian Simon is in there. Alexander on the right wing. Bad pass across. Wakoria got his hands on it. 4 to shoot. Cheeks stolen by Dez. Dez will come ahead. It's 2-on-2. Hands off JQ. And no numbers, so they settle it down. Dez in the right corner, almost trapped along the sideline. Finds Deloach, right elbow. Deloach taking Zed Key down low. Almost hit him up high with an elbow. Missed the shot, but Dayton fumbles the rebound out of bounds. It'll be Rambler ball. 20 on the shot clock. 12:27 to go in the first half, leading 11-8.
Yeah, I like JJ being more aggressive looking for his offense, but I don't know if that's necessarily the shot. I mean, he's fading away, 12-footer. He's kind of got caught between should he shoot it right in or just bank it. Got to be a little bit more patient. Try to get the ball in like a one-on-one back to the basket situation.
Rambler defense is locked in as of late. Flyers 2 of their last 10. Oh, not locked in on the inbounds pass, though, as Quinn's pass out to the wing goes over everybody's head and out of bounds. Miscommunication on exactly what they wanted there. Second Loyola turnover. See Dayton, that shot clock has gotten below 7 the last 2 possessions, and had a tough shot and then a steal on the other time. Alexander to Key between the rings. Now in the hands of Simon. Coming out to get it, Jacob Connor out near half court. Sideline left, it's Alexander. Alexander guarded by Wakoria, moves to his left, floats it up,
Prince.
heading towards the paint. He got bumped from behind by Wakoria, and Alexander will shoot 2.
Yeah, did you see Francis reach on that crossover? So he reached, Gamble didn't get it, and then that's why Posh Alexander was able to get that half step on him, and then Francis just trying to recover. That's why he bumped him in the back.
Alexander is 88% free throw shooter, 37 of 42 on the season. Looking for his first points of the game. Swish on the first one. On the video board said the USA of Dayton, Ohio didn't exist, and it was one of those, pictures from what the future was supposed to look like. As Alexander makes both free throws. I'm not going to comment any further than that. 11-10, Ramblers. 8 minutes gone by in the first half. Quinn for Watson, catches to the paint, pull up mid-block. Too strong, but he got the bounce.
Yep. Just elevated right over the top of Javon Bennett. Javon Bennett's a really small guard. Des has a clear size advantage.
Ramblers have made 4 of their last 5, back up by 3, 13-10. Des against the Flyers in Dayton at 18 points, played 42 of the 45 minutes. And had a big game here last year. I believe he had 24 points against the Flyers, if I remember correctly.
That's 2 on Francis now.
Way out front, too. I'll double-check that stat on Dez here in a moment. We've got a timeout. 11:27 to go in the first half. It's Loyola 13, Dayton 10. You're listening to Rambler Basketball from Learfield.
When you bite into Pop-Tarts toaster pastries, frosting, filling, and sprinkles come together for a delicious combination. Whether you're listening to a game on the go or you're watching at home, Pop-Tarts toaster pastries are the perfect game day snack. Add some brown sugar cinnamon bliss to your morning commute or grab a box of frosted strawberry for your own stash. Visit PopTarts.com to check out all the flavors we're cooking up. You just might discover your new favorite. Pop-Tarts, crazy good.
At Loyola University Chicago's Parkinson School of Health Sciences and Public Health, we address health in all its dimensions to provide better outcomes for all. With academic programming in applied health sciences, healthcare administration, health informatics and data science, and public health sciences. We collaborate across disciplines to find solutions to complex problems. Join us at the Parkinson School of Health Sciences and Public Health as we reimagine the future of health today. Learn more at luc.edu/Parkinson.
Need a little home makeover to get through the last few weeks of winter? Kohl's is having a big sale so you can give your home a reset. Plus, Kohl's Rewards members save an extra 15% on so much to refresh your space, like stylish decor, cozy pillows, convenient storage, and so much more. So hurry to Kohl's to snag your savings before the secret's out. Select styles. Kohl's Rewards 15% off coupon valid through March 2nd. Must be a Kohl's Rewards member. Exclusions apply. Visit a store or Kohl's.com for details.
Tonight's game is sponsored by Pop-Tarts, because what's better than watching your favorite team play? Snacking on Pop-Tarts toaster pastries at the same time. Head to PopTarts.com to check all the flavors they're cooking up. Pop-Tarts, crazy good. 11:27 to go in the first half. It's Loyola 13, Dayton 10. Francis Wakoria just picked up his second foul for the Ramblers. It will be inbounds play for the Flyers. 3 team fouls on Loyola, 2 on Dayton. Both fouls on Dayton have been called on Nate Santos, so that's an important development. Miles Rubin leading the way for the Ramblers, 7 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Loyola +2 on the glass, 8-4 points in the paint advantage. Neither team has made a free. Dayton's 0 for 2, Loyola's 0 for 3 so far in this game. We were 8-8 at our first time out. Now Loyola has their largest lead of the early game, up by 3. I wanted to check on Des Watson's output in this game last year. I believe it was 24 points.
Mm-hmm.
The internet is so jam-packed in this building today that his stat game by game is not loading up.
Yeah,
on my computer.
I think he had 24, and I think Braden had, 19 points, 11 assists.
That sounds
1
right.
turnover. Woo. And 4 or 5 steals, too. Here, I'll pull it up for you.
Yeah, CT is working on the computer that's hardwired in, so he might have better luck here. just to
Let's
confirm
see.
that.
First Dayton, yep, we beat them by 5.
Sideline inbounds play here for the Flyers, put in by Gian Simon. Gets it into Jacob Connor. Guarded by Sheldon. Connor hands it off for Alexander. Still, Key is in there. Bennett has returned for the Flyers. Has the ball in his hands right now. Lob it right elbow for Key. Faces up against Deloach. Will shoot from 16. And Rickett, too strong. Edwards the rebound. Take that all day if you're Loyola. JQ looks back to Drew Valentine. Gets the play call. Kamani, Deloach, Dawson, and Edwards out there with him. Kamani on the left wing has Connor on him. Going to slowly back him down. Turns the corner right into the paint, front of the rim. Man in the air. Lost it on the way up. Stripped out. It'll still be Rambler ball, but you can see that's there for Kamani. Just has to be stronger with the ball.
Yeah, because that was clean. I mean, you see on the replay, Connor just got his hand in there, kind of hit it out. But I think Kamani might do better once he recognizes the defender leaves his feet first, jumping into him and trying to go through him and trying to finish to the rim. Finish your contact at the rim.
All right, Smith and Cheeks just both came back in for the Flyers. Under out of bounds. Watson gets it in. Deloach against Letong was also back in, and Deloach spins right to the baseline and scores with his right hand, and it's 15-10 Loyola. 3, right side, quick shot, quick make for Javon Bennett. Making it 15-13. First three-pointer that either team has made. Ramblers have made 5 of their last 7 shots, shooting 50%. Flyers at 31%. Dawson. Deloach, bounce pass back to Dawson in the lane. Has Letong on him, spins, and reaching in from behind was Connor. As JD was going to take probably a very tough fadeaway over the outstretched arm of Letong. Instead, now he'll get 2 free throws.
Yes, we asked about the game last year. Dez had 24 points, 9 of 13 shooting, went 4 of 5 from 3, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Yeah, Braden 19 points, 11 assists, 1 turnover, 3 rebounds.
Well, Dez to start today's game, 2 for 3, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Dawson first of 2 free throws, bounces out. Dawson shooting 79% for the year at the free throw line. Deloach will check out. Miles Rubin back in. Rubin has a game-high 7 points in the first 6 minutes that he played. Dawson, too strong on the second. And the rebound by the Flyers. Ramblers leaving 3 points on the board at the free throw line so far. They lead by 2. Malachi Smith on the left side, guarded by Dawson. Now up top, Letong sets the screen. Rubin switches. Dawson guarding Letong. He's fronting him down low. Up top, Rubin guarding the ball. Malachi Smith. And now Smith wants to drive against Miles. Baseline right with 5. Kicks it out to Cheeks. Now corner Connor. 3 ball with 2 on the shot clock, and he hit it.
Malachi Smith, that was a double.
It may have been a double dribble. Jacob Connor made the 3, and it's 16-15 Dayton. Kamani into the paint, lobs it up too high for Miles.
Yeah.
And a little bit off target as well.
Yeah. I mean, it was the right look right there, but we don't have prime Dwight Howard out there to catch that.
That's always your go-to kind of comparison.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Dwight Howard.
Fans know what I'm talking about. Superman came out there with the cape in the dunk contest.
All right, Flyer ball. They called that a long 2 by Connor. Yeah, they called it a 2 by Connor, so it's 15-15 with 9:25 to go in the first half. Malachi Smith out top, guarded by Kamani, looking left, looking right, holding on to the ball. Nobody getting open, puts down the dribble, push past left side. Connor takes another 3 this time, missed it. Watson able to get the rebound. His 3rd. Watson for Kamani on the left. Up top, Sheldon. Sideline right, Dawson. Lobs it for Rubin, top of the nail. Dawson comes to get the handoff. Dawson will pull up from 13 feet. Missed it short. Rubin sandwiched between 2 Flyers, and the rebound gets deflected to Malachi Smith. Ahead for Connor. Connor, left baseline drive. Tries to dunk, and he just threw it out of bounds.
Oh, yeah.
He missed it at the rim, and he just threw it out of bounds. Nobody for Loyola touched it, and it's Rambler ball. Jacob Connor getting the feeling here. The junior from Dayton. He's already at his average. Well, 2.8 points per game. He's got 2. And Nate Santos on the bench with 2 fouls for the Flyers.
Yeah, but we can't let this guy, can't let Connor impact the game the same way we let some of those guys like Hunter Adam and Manny at Davidson impact the game on Tuesday.
And Jostis.
Jostis, yeah.
Winsu drives down the right lane line, got to the rim, but can't score it off the window, missed it short. Flyers have numbers the other way, 5-on-4s. Kamani gets back into the play. Javon Bennett down the right side, floats it high off the glass with the right hand for 2. That's a shot that it's hard to block. 17-15, Flyers retake the lead. Winsu on the right side. Up top for Miles. Feet on the three-point line. Dez now with it. Dez, stop and start, pull up, mid-block right, missed it short, rebound, and again, Miles sandwiched on the glass. Enoch Cheeks has it. Smith down low, Letong, nobody got him. Dunk.
Yeah, Miles is trailing the play.
Yep. Somebody has to help out and pick him up. 19-15, timeout Loyola. 7:48 to go in the first half, and for the first time today, the Flyer fans make some significant noise. It's Dayton 19, Loyola 15, 9-0 Flyer run over the last 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Timeout on the floor with 7:48 to go. Dayton by 4. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
This is Rambler softball player Liz Sudeikis on behalf of Midway Restoration Services, the presenting sponsor of Rambler softball. They're a family-owned business who have been serving all of Chicagoland for more than 35 years. They provide emergency restoration services for a variety of emergency situations, including water damage, fire, mold, and biohazards. Midway Restoration Services is the one call you need to make to help manage the cleanup and restoration for your home or business. Call them 24/7, 365 at 312-226-1101 or visit them at midwayrestoration.com.
The new Bud Light Loft in Gentile Arena provides a fantastic sideline view of the court.
Reverses it up and in. What a finish.
It also offers plenty of exciting amenities, including all-inclusive food service with an elevated game day tailgate menu, a private cash bar, and a reserved countertop seat with access to high-top tables. Interested in season, group, or single game tickets in the Bud Light Loft? Visit RamblerTickets.com or call 773-508-WOLF.
Loyola Medicine, the official health system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, provides life-saving care. Their top-rated doctors diagnose, treat, and manage both common conditions and complex diseases. Visit loyolamedicine.org/schedule now to make your appointment today. 7:48 to go in half number 1. Dayton on a 9-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and they've taken a 4-point lead, matching their largest lead of the game at 19-15. Ramblers getting beat defensively a couple of times up the floor. Had the three-pointer by Javon Bennett. That was off a Rambler-made basket. And then Letong got a dunk as Miles Rubin was back down behind the play, trailing, and nobody picked up the big man as he cut right to the rim, received the pass, and slammed it home. And that led to the timeout by Drew Valentine and the Ramblers.
Yeah, and I know that's technically Miles' man, but, great defense teams, they understand they don't necessarily have a man. The ball's the only thing that can score. So one of the guards has to hold down the hole or protect the basket while Miles hustles back into the play. After I know he went for the offensive rebound, got sandwiched, may have gotten fouled on that. Who knows? But still, you got to be better on those types of opportunities. And then the one for Ben, they just made one pass, two passes, and we just lost track of one of their best shooters. That one's unacceptable.
Ramblers will play back-to-back home games. Be back here Wednesday to take on GW. The Flyers and the Ramblers tied for third place in the Atlantic 10 standings, both at 8-5. Dayton with one more win overall at 18-8. Loyola at 17-9. Flyers played their way out of an at-large possibility with the swoon they had in early January, losing 3 of their first 4 Atlantic 10 games at GW, at UMass, and again at home against a very good George Mason team, as we have learned, and also losses at St. Bonaventure and at home to VCU. They have Rhode Island on the road, then Richmond and St. Louis at home, and then finish off at VCU. It's a fairly favorable schedule for them to finish off. All right, Rambler basketball with Quinn, Dawson, Rubin, Watson, and Edwards, the starting 5. Minus, you got Quinn in there instead of Kamani. Up top, Dawson, alley-oop to Miles. The action for the Ramblers, really, Tuesday, seemed to be the best in terms of just the way the offense was flowing, and some of that is picked up here today as well.
Yeah, I think they tried to run that same action on Tuesday. That's the one where we tried to throw to JD. He got called for a travel. Just got to go on a little bit quicker than
So Miles has 9 points. And they do an alley-oop to Zed Key, and he finishes. All right. Quinn across the top of the nail. Watson right wing. Watson for Rubin. Dayton 21-17 lead. Quinn tries to drive left into Posh Alexander. In the paint against him. Up fake, steps through, floats it up, and gets the bounce. He wanted a foul. There have been 6 fouls called, 3 apiece. So nothing really to get too, other than the technical, to get really too up in arms about here. 21-19 Flyers. Posh Alexander on the left side. Dawson switches out on him. They leave him alone for a top side 3.
We'll live with that. Yep.
Wide right, front rim. Rebound Alex by Edwards. Quinn up the right side for Dez. Right corner, JD thought about it. Back to Dez on the sideline. Now Rubin catches. Sheldon comes to get it. Sheldon, free throw line. Up fakes, Cheeks flies by. Jump shot, pure.
That's tough, Sheldon. Great poise right there. That's a pro move.
First basket for Sheldon. He had missed his first 2 shots. They were both threes, and we're tied at 21. You're right. You don't see a lot of college players that poised at the free throw line on an up fake. Here's Gian Simon right side. Bounces it for Zedke. Hands it off to Alexander on the right. Alexander tries to go baseline. Lobs it across the lane to nobody. Intercepted by the Ramblers. That's 4 Dayton turnovers. Up ahead, Quinn. Quinn attacks to the hoop and missed it. Rubin had the offensive rebound, but then lost it. And it's Dayton basketball.
Yep, those are the ones we have to be able to finish, JQ.
Cheeks on the left wing will take a step back 3. Got it. 7 points for Enoch Cheeks, his first 3-pointer today after he made 6 against Loyola at UD Arena. Flyers by 3. Rubin, top of the key. Zedke backing off on him, so he steps in, misses the floater, gets his own rebound, kicks it out Dawson. Back to Rubin, left elbow. Rubin got bumped into by Bennett, finds Watson baseline, fade away is good. Des Watson cooking 3 of 5 from the field for 6 points. Flyers by 1, 24-23. Simon out front, guarded by Sheldon. Left-hand dribble. Still with it. Backing it up near half court. Asking for something to happen. Now on the sideline, left side. Crossover to right. Crossover right. Had it ripped away by JQ. Up ahead to Dez. Dez leaves it for Quinn. Lays it in. Great pass by Des Watson. He lulled the defenders in. JQ was cutting late. And Jalen Quinn with the bucket. Drew Valentine with some words I will not repeat as he's yelling at the fans, asking them to stand up, make some noise. JQ, the bucket. Timeout called by Dayton. 4:34 to go in the first half. We'll keep it here. This is not the media timeout. At 25-24, the Ramblers. Quinn now with 4 points. And that was Dez's second assist. And it came off of Dayton's 5th turnover. The first points that the Ramblers have off of those Dayton turnovers, though.
Yeah, man, you just got, I think it was Simon just out on an island right there trying to create some offense. I mean, if that's, I guarantee that was not an Anthony Grant's game plan right there. And I'd be shocked if he's still in the game after that one. I mean, but if he wants to just try to break off the offense and go one-on-one, I mean, we'll live with that. But I really like how our guys have just stayed solid. Sheldon just stayed with him, sliding his feet. JQ was able to recognize he had a questionable ball handler, had an opportunity. He was very opportunistic with going for the steal, able to come up with it, and then we got out in transition for the easy basket.
Ramblers have 4 steals already. They had 9 steals against Davidson on Tuesday. All 9 of Davidson's turnovers were the 9 steals that the Ramblers had. So you love live ball turnovers that you can turn into points like the Ramblers just did.
Yep. And as predicted, Simon back on that bench.
He may have been back on the bench kind of either way, but expedited things for sure. Santos has returned with his 2 fouls. He has the basketball out top, guarded by Quinn. Dribble right, handoff, Malachi Smith. Now Letong back to the basket just inside the 3-point line. From the backside, Des Watson. He's done that numerous times. And he goes to the hoop with the 2-hand Thunder finish. 8 points for Des. Ramblers by 3. 6-0 Rambler run to retake the lead. Malachi Smith on the right side of the corner, picked up by Kamani. Gets the ball back from Letong. They try to run some action for him. Instead, it goes left corner for Cheeks. crosses over, step back, drives right to the A10 logo, pull up, hit it.
That's solid defense.
Great player.
Yeah.
I think Enoch Cheeks is the player that Drew Valentine mentions the most when we talk about Dayton, and for pretty good reason. 27-26 Loyola. 3:33 to go in the first half. Quinn dribbling out near half court. Deloach setting the screen. The defender went below it. Watson on the right wing catches. Watson back for Quinn, top side, 5 to shoot. Crosses over right, goes left, down the left lane line, turns, fades, and hits it. JQ now at 6, 3 of 4 from the field. And he's had, we talked about how he played at Dayton. And he's off to a great start in this one.
Yeah, because outside of Enoch Cheeks, Dayton has very small guards. This is one where JQ can really use his size to kind of bump them off and create some space for those floaters and turnaround jump shots. Oh, man.
Tough call here. On a dribble handoff.
No, that's soft. I got it right. Okay. I might be on TV, so I'll relax.
Well, that, your reaction there was sort of, okay, and then, you didn't. No, nothing crazy there.
JQ just bullied him over that screen.
Yeah.
That wasn't a foul.
I'm going to call JQ for the foul. It's not going to be free throws. It's only the 4th team foul. There's a screen being set here on the right side, right in front of CT, for those of you watching on TV. So you did probably see the reaction from CT. But we'll have, let's keep it here for a second. Why not we, as they're going to honor the 2024 Atlantic 10 Women's Volleyball Champion Loyola Chicago Ramblers, winning their second A10 title in 3 seasons of conference play. And they're doing a little bit of a cheerleader performance as well at center court. I hope they're be careful there. And then the Ramblers, for the first time ever in Loyola history, won an NCAA tournament game when they swept BYU. And so it was a great season for Amanda Berkeley and the Loyola Ramblers. And hopefully the trend continues next year. Who did they beat in the A10 title game, you ask? The Dayton Flyers. Who did they beat 2 years ago in the A10 tournament championship? The Dayton Flyers. By the way, Dayton, they went actually further in the NCAA tournament than the Ramblers did. A terrific team. So credit where credit is due. All right, we will now take that break. Ramblers lead 29-26 with 2:56 to go in the first half. This is the Rambler Sports Network from Learfield.
This is Ramblers men's basketball player Jane Dawson on behalf of Center Construction Group. They're Chicago's hometown team. We're specializing in building spaces that inspire. From modern offices to vibrant restaurants, Center Construction Group handles every detail with precision, creativity, and commitment to excellence. Center Construction Group's talented team is committed to building more than spaces. They're committed to delivering stunning results and building lasting relationships. Learn more at centerconstructiongroup.com. Center Construction Group, built better.
Tired of the daily maintenance of getting rid of unwanted hair? Still shaving the patches of hair left behind by laser hair removal? Ready to throw away your tweezer and have your eyebrows shaped permanently? Electrolysis is the only method recognized by the FDA as permanent hair removal. Call or text 224-730-4919 to schedule your free 45-minute consultation and sampling. Day, evening, and weekend hours available. Offices in Skokie and Lincoln Park. Visit electrolysisforyou.com for more information. Go Ramblers!
Your Loyola experience doesn't end at graduation. Whether you're looking to connect with fellow Ramblers or mentor today's students, Alumni Relations offers a variety of ways for you to stay engaged with Loyola. Throughout Chicago and across the globe, Loyola graduates are setting the world on fire. Stay up to date with alumni stories and be part of a community that is changing the world. Loyola University Chicago. Be a Rambler for life. For upcoming alumni events and ways to get involved, visit alumni.luc.edu and follow us on Facebook and TikTok at LUC Alumni and on Instagram and Twitter at Loyola_alumni.
Celebrate Chicago with Windy City weeknights at Gentile Arena this season. All Monday through Thursday home games feature $7.73 bleacher seats and a 3-1-2 concessions menu featuring $3 soda, $1 popcorn, and $2 hot dogs. Visit LoyolaRamblers.com/weeknights and reserve your tickets now. Coming up on Wednesday will be a Windy City weeknight when the Ramblers take on the George Washington Revolutionaries. 2:56 to go in the first half. Loyola 29, Dayton 26. The Ramblers have this 3-point lead with 20 points in the paint, shooting 0 of 3 from 3. 54% overall shooting at 14 of 26. Dayton's 45.5% as Wildberry, late to get off the court here, sprints off in front of Jaden Dawson and Enoch Cheeks. Flyer basketball on the sideline inbounds. I don't think they caught that on TV, but we saw it right in front of us. All right, Santos up top, bounces it for Malachi Smith. Smith turns the corner against Kamani. Lobs it up, looking
Francis,
for
that's your
Letong.
third foul. Dude.
Francis caught up with the arm of Letong on a cut and alley-oop. Not sure if that was going to even connect if Wakoria didn't foul him, but so Francis has been called for 3 of Loyola's 5 fouls.
Yeah, that was a right read right there, just to not give up. He played it right, trying to get in position. I mean, he just got into an arm wrestling match with Letong.
Under out of bounds for the Flyers with 2:44 to go, 29-26 Loyola. They lob it out to Letong. And now Malachi Smith comes to get it, guarded by Kamani. Smith puts down the dribble. Kamani watches him, goes through the screen. Smith down the right baseline, underneath the other side, bounces it out to the left wing. Cheeks guarded by Sheldon. 5 to shoot. Cheeks backs it out with 4. Drives to the paint, lost it, got it back. Turns, fades, tough shot, and it bounces in as the shot clock buzzer sounds. Enoch Cheeks bails out his team. He's got 11, and it's 29-28 Loyola. Not a bad guy to have the ball in his hands in those situations if you're Dayton.
No.
Deloach, top of the key. Left-hand dribble handoff Dawson. Dawson turns the corner down the right lane line. Into contact. Can't get it to go. Deloach almost tipped it up and in. And Letong got the rebound. He went into the body of Letong, did Dawson. Almost banked it in. Malachi Smith steps in from the A10 logo. Misses off the left side of the rim and long. Kamani saves it in bounds up the right side for Sheldon. Behind the back dribble, gets him by Malachi Smith. And now needs some help. Gets away from Javon Bennett. Gives it up to Kamani. Gets the ball back on the handoff. Top of the nail, back to Kamani right wing. Enters it for Deloach against Letong. Spins to the baseline. Underneath the rim. Goes up and scores.
JJ. Flex on him, JJ. Yes, sir.
Second bucket for JJ today. 4 points in 6 minutes off the bench with 1 assist as well. And the Ramblers lead 31-28.
We need him being aggressive and playing with that confidence and that swagger.
Letong hands off right side. Bennett guarded by Dez. Dez checking right, checking left. Keeping his focus, though, on Bennett. Bennett. Watson fights through the screen, but they do switch. Thought that should have been an illegal screen, Dez thought. Santos left corner for 3. Nope. Missed it. The ball comes back to that corner, and it goes out of bounds off of Santos.
Oh, yeah.
As CT very astutely saw in real time. With 1 minute left to go in the first half, Loyola 31, Dayton 28.
Yeah, so I can see it off his went off his shoe. So I can recognize his shoes. Those Devin Bookers.
Oh, okay, I see them. Yeah. Malachi Smith's got some fluorescent pink Nikes on.
Those KDs.
Those are Kevin Durant. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
The shoe guy.
Clearly. Dawson crosses over, step back, 3 over Santos.
Oh, come here, Nate Santos.
Ooh. First bucket tonight for Jaden Dawson. 1 of 4 from the field, and the Ramblers have their largest lead up by 6, 34-28. That felt like trying to go 2 for 1 as well for the Ramblers. 37 seconds left to go in the half. Bennett, left side, drives to the paint at the rim, has to throw it back out to Letong out front. 3 ball over Watson. And he answers.
I would like to see us possibly run him off the line because he's probably not going to be able to put the ball on the floor and he's to get around any of our guards, and I doubt he has a very tight handle.
Ramblers will hold for the final shot here. 15 seconds to go in the first half. 34-31 Ramblers. Quinn between the rings. Trying to go right. Bumped into Malachi Smith, and that'll be a foul on Dayton, but only their 4th team foul with 7.3 seconds left. His first. Jacob Connor's going to come in here.
Well, there's JQ using that size again. I mean, he's way bigger than any of these Dayton guards, with the exception of Enoch Cheeks. And maybe, I mean, Posh Alexander giving up a few inches, but he's built like a football player. But otherwise, I mean, JQ can really use his size and body to get into the paint.
Posh Alexander's body is anything but posh. I feel like it doesn't fit the name. 7.3 seconds to go. Quinn will inbound on the baseline out to Dawson. Catch and shoot. Right wing 3. Almost made 2 in a row. Rebound Letong. He falls down on the floor, and that's going to be a travel. The clock ran an extra second or so.
The ref sees it.
The referee sees it. It's at 1, so they'll add it to 2. Letong just went up, got the rebound, and didn't land on his feet. Maybe there was a little contact as well. Probably. But you got to be stronger than that, Emil. So they go to 2.1 on the clock, and the Ramblers get another chance at the final shot of the first half. Shooting 53% for the first half. Dayton's got 7 turnovers. Loyola only with 3, but the points off turnovers are only 4-2 Loyola. Points in the paint are 22-14. See if they run our old friend the alley-oop to the hoop on the under out of bounds here. 3.1 on the clock.
Oh, you don't have to run this alley-oop.
No, but
it's exciting though.
If it's there.
Yeah.
Quinn looking. Bounces to Sheldon. He puts up the quick shot. He got hit, and they don't blow the whistle. And now Pasha Alexander from almost full court. It wouldn't have counted. I will say, Sheldon looked like he got hit on the hand, the right hand. And again, a lot of times they'll let that go sort of as that follow-through part of the ball, such and such, yada, yada, yada. All right, we're at halftime, and Loyola has the lead, 34-31 in a terrific first half of basketball and exactly what we expected. The unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's and Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. Stay tuned for tonight's halftime show brought to you by Great Lakes Brewing Company, an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Make sure to grab Great Lakes Brewing Company craft beer at Gentile Arena throughout the season. That's coming up next. Loyola 34, Dayton 31. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
Whether you're watching Rambler basketball from home or in Gentile Arena, be sure to do it while enjoying a Great Lakes Brewing Company beer. Great Lakes Brewing Company is an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Find Great Lakes Brewing Company beer inside Gentile Arena or wherever Great Lakes beers are sold. Great Lakes Brewing Company reminds you to please drink responsibly.
Caputo Cheese specializes in the manufacturing and processing of fine Italian-type cheeses, including Parmesan, Romano, and fresh mozzarella. They're best known among chefs for their award-winning burrata and ricotta cheeses. Whether you need a traditional Parmigiano Reggiano or a customized solution, Caputo Cheese delivers quality and consistency that only high standards and family pride can produce. Visit them at CaputoCheese.com and follow them at Caputo Cheese.
Hey, Rambler fans, howling for hunger, on the prowl for snacks? Then head to the Pack House concession stands in Gentile Arena for all your food and beverage needs. The main stands are located at the northeast and southwest corners of the Gentile Arena concourse, with the satellite beverage station located in the southeast corner and a new grab-and-go concept stand located across from the restrooms on the north side. Go now or stay hungry.
Hey, Loyola fans, Cam Krutwick here. Have you ever shopped for sports or concert tickets online only to be blown away by the high fees at the checkout? You can forget about the sticker shock with TicketEstore.com, an official ticketing partner of Loyola Athletics. Proud members of the National Association of Ticket Brokers and celebrating 20 years in the business. TicketEstore.com has the tickets you love without the fees you don't. Next time you're looking for great seats, TicketEstore.com is your destination.
Back inside Gentile Arena, this is the Great Lakes Brewing Company halftime show with the score Loyola 34, Dayton 31. We've got Tron Bike out on the floor here, and so it's got a light up suit on and a light up BMX bike, and riding around and doing some tricks on the court here. CT, did you have a bike growing up with the pegs on the back so friends could
like a BMX style bike.
BMX style. You got friends riding on the back, holding on, doing tricks. Not your
my
style.
My parents weren't allowing that one. Had a nice bike though that just ride on our block. I could go to the end of the block and back when I was really, really small without supervision. But no, they wouldn't allow the BMX style.
Gotcha.
It's too dangerous.
I think I had a mountain bike at first, and then I wanted one of these bikes because it was cool. And a friend, like I said, a friend could jump on the back and you could ride around, but. Yeah, looking back at it, it's kind of lame. I don't know. I mean, for me, kind of lame. Like, because I wasn't doing tricks. Let's just be, people who can do it, then that's great. But, anyways, 34-31. Loyola leads at halftime. Here are your stats through one half of play. Loyola 16 of 31 from the field. That's 51.6%. 1 of 5 from 3. It was a late 3 by Jaden Dawson. Ramblers missed 3 of their 4 free throws, just 1 of 4 at the line. Miles Rubin, 9 points in the first half, 4 of 6 from the field. Next leading scorer, Des Watson with 8, also 4 of 6 from the field. 3 different players with 2 assists. Des Watson, Kamani Owinsu, and Jalen Quinn. Leading rebounder is Kamani Owinsu with 4 rebounds. 2 steals each for Des Watson and Jaden Dawson. 1 block each for Miles Rubin. And, of course, Jaden Dawson that got him a technical foul as well. Dayton shot 12 of 26, 46.2%, 3 of 8 from 3, 4 of 4 at the line. Enoch Cheeks, 11 points in the first half, 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. Next leading scorer, Emil Letong with 7, 3 of 5 from the field. He's tied for the team high in rebounds with Cheeks with 4. Malachi Smith has 3 assists to lead the Flyers, 1 steal for Letong, the only steal that they have, and 1 block shot each for Letong and Jacob Connor in the game. +2 rebounding for Loyola, +2 on the offensive glass. Second chance points are 4-2 in favor of the Ramblers. Dayton has 7 turnovers. Loyola only 3. Points off turnovers, though, only 4-2 in favor of Loyola. Points in the paint. Ramblers got 22 of their 34 in the paint, outscoring the Flyers 22-14 in that category. Flyers beating them on fast break points 7-4. And how about bench points for the Ramblers? They've gotten 10 today. Bench points have been limited the last couple of games. Only had 7 bench points against Davidson. And again, already have 10 today. And that's because Jalen Quinn has 6 and Jalen Deloach has 4. So the Jalens have accounted for the 10 points off the bench for the Ramblers in this game. Dayton's largest lead was 4. Loyola's largest lead was 6. 3 lead changes, 5 ties. Flyers led for 6 minutes and 5 seconds. Ramblers led for 9 minutes and 8 seconds. All that adds up to a 34-31 Loyola lead at halftime. All right, CT, I'll turn it over to you now for some overall first half thoughts. As great atmosphere. Both teams, in the end, both teams playing pretty solid. Loyola, I think this is an unbiased opinion. I still think outplayed Dayton. They're winning by 3, but I think just overall outplayed the Flyers outside of the first couple of minutes of this game, and it's where we stand, Loyola by 3.
Yeah, I mean, I just think, first half we definitely outplayed them, and it's shown on the scoreboard. I mean, right now we're shooting 52% from the floor. They are 46%. I mean, the things that really stand out to me, we talked about how Loyola had to take care of the ball. We had 19 turnovers. The first game at their place, we have 3 turnovers today with 10 assists on our 16 made field goals. I mean, that's elite right there, and that's exactly what you need. Also, we talked about how we had an opportunity to get some points in the paint because Dayton was a little bit thin on the in their front corner with their rim protection. We had 22 of our 34 points have come in the paint. Now, I think as the game goes on, we can still have those driving lanes available for us. I know we talked about Kamani having a real strong drive. I mean, JD is another guy that can get into the paint, Des as well. I mean, I think as the game starts going on, I mean, we start to see they might start collapsing a little bit more, try to limit those dribble drives, especially when the guy like JQ has the ball up front. And I think that's just going to open up some of those drive and kick opportunities so we can start seeing like Sheldon start to get some more clean, open looks. And that hopefully that's what we need to get him going.
DeGroot Logistics is a proud sponsor of Loyola Athletics, owned and operated by Loyola alumni. DeGroot provides transportation services, some of the country's largest shippers of food and beverage products. If you are interested in learning more or joining their team, check them out at DeGrootLogistics.com. Once again, the score at halftime, Loyola 34, Dayton 31. We'll step aside and come back with more here on the Great Lakes Brewing Company halftime show on the Rambler Sports Network from Learfield.
Cubs fans, it's Elise Menaker with Marquee Sports Network, the multi-platform home of the Chicago Cubs. We know you can't wait for the baseball season to be back, so get an early start on the Marquee Sports Network app. The Marquee Sports Network app is your hub for all things Chicago Cubs, including breaking news, exclusive content, insider analysis, full episodes of the Cubs Weekly podcast and Cubs 360, and much more. Subscribe today for all the exclusive content at watchmarquee.com.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup as the top college athletic programs for the 2024-25 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your favorite team or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2025 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Ready for slam dunk experiences during basketball games? Head over to Ireland's for unforgettable pregame and postgame celebrations. Located on campus in the lower level of the Damon Student Center and proudly run by Loyola-led enterprises undergraduate students. Head down and enjoy a delicious panini and pair it with a beer or seltzer of your choice. Ireland's, raising a glass to victory.
Welcome back to the Great Lakes Brewing Company halftime show. Loyola 34, Dayton 31. Ramblers this season 14-3 when they lead at halftime, 30-6 over the last 2 seasons. Went up at the break. Of course, this is the showcase game in the A10. No other game on the A10 docket. There's a big one tomorrow. George Mason's going to play at VCU. I mean, we've learned a lot about George Mason as the season's gone, more and more. But I think now tomorrow we might really, really learn about this Patriot team. How, again, I hate to say how for real they are. They're obviously for real. They're a good team. But how for real are they going to be if they go into VCU tomorrow and, say, beat the Rams? That's going to be tipping off at 3 o'clock Central Time tomorrow with our friends on CBS Sports Network. I will have that on the television, and I'll be parked and watching that one for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was going to be a great one. Got the top 2 teams in the conference, both of them. I think the latest projection I saw, both of them are projected in the tournament right now. So, I mean, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, that's great for the A10. But, yeah, I mean, it's just going to be a great game. I mean, George Mason, they've just found ways to win games. I mean, you can say that, they've come down. They've had a bunch of one-possession games. They needed overtime to beat us. They still won. So
you can win a national title by winning 6 games in the NCAA tournament by 1 point, all in overtime. It still counts, right?
Yep, exactly. So, yeah, I think that's going to be a fun one. I plan to be watching that one too.
Other games tomorrow, Richmond plays at St. Joe's. As St. Joe's still, they're obviously in play for a top 4 seed at 7-6. Taking on the Spiders at home tomorrow. Davidson plays at Fordham. Rhode Island at St. Louis. Same for the Billikens. They're still in striking distance for the top 4 at 7-6. And of course, Loyola's going to be at St. Louis a week from tomorrow for that return game with the Billikens. Duquesne plays at St. Bonaventure. Duquesne actually a half game ahead of the Bonnies in the standings. St. Bonaventure finally had a bye, a week, a day off. They didn't played every single day of the A10 season. Finally got some time off. They're at 6-8. UMass plays at GW tomorrow as well. Both of those teams at 6-8. So, of course, you got the parity really throughout the league. But some teams up top, George Mason, VCU, Loyola, and this Dayton team, they're trying to separate themselves as we head towards the Atlantic 10 tournament in Washington, D.C., starting on March the 12th. Both of these teams will hope they're not playing, though, until Friday, March the 14th in the quarter-final round. Once again, the score here at halftime, Loyola 34, Dayton 31. We'll take our final break of the Great Lakes Brewing Company halftime show, and when we come back, it'll be time for the second half, Ramblers and Flyers from Gentile Arena in Rogers Park.
Whether you're watching Rambler basketball from home or in Gentile Arena, be sure to do it while enjoying a Great Lakes Brewing Company beer. Great Lakes Brewing Company is an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Find Great Lakes Brewing Company beer inside Gentile Arena or wherever Great Lakes beers are sold. Great Lakes Brewing Company reminds you to please drink responsibly. Hey, Rambler fans, howling for hunger, on the prowl for snacks? Then head to the Pack House concession stands in Gentile Arena for all your food and beverage needs. The main stands are located at the northeast and southwest corners of the Gentile Arena concourse, with the satellite beverage station located in the southeast corner and a new grab-and-go concept stand located across from the restrooms on the north side. Go now or stay hungry.
The new Bud Light Loft in Gentile Arena provides a fantastic sideline view of the court. It also offers plenty of exciting amenities, including all-inclusive food service with an elevated game day tailgate venue, a private cash bar, and a reserved countertop seat with access to high-top tables. Interested in season group or single game tickets in the Bud Light Loft? Visit RamblerTickets.com or call 773-508-WOLF. Loyola 34, Dayton 31. Second half right around the corner. Ramblers shot 16 of 31, 51.6%. 1 of 5 from 3, 1 of 4 at the line. Flyers shot 12 of 26. That's 46.2%. 3 of 8 from 3, 4 of 4 at the line. Ramblers 9 points for Miles Rubin, 4 of 6 from the field. Des Watson 8 points, also 4 of 6 from the field. Dayton being led by Enoch Cheeks, 11 points, 4 of 6 from the field as well, 1 of 2 from 3. And then Emil Latong checking in with 7 points on 3 of 5 shooting. He has also made 1 of 2 from downtown. All right, CT, adjustments that are going to be made in this game. And I don't usually phrase it like this, but what do you think Dayton might do differently in the second half after the first half performance?
I think they're going to try to really get up in us and try to get us to turn the ball over, try to start playing a little bit faster. So, in a matchup, I'm still waiting to see. I mean, I think Posh Alexander on Kamani, because I think they're probably going to look at it and say, with his size and like his quickness, he can probably get up under him and try to speed him up a little bit. So I'd expect us to see, Dayton to try to extend some pressure on the defensive end. And then offensively, I mean, I think they're going to eventually start going to like their high screen and roll, actually put the ball in Malachi Smith's hands and just have Latong come out there, just set like a flat ball screen and then try to see how we're adjusting to it.
The Rambler ball to begin the second half. Original lineup of Watson, Owinsu, Rubin, Edwards, and Dawson. And Dayton with their original 5 as well. Smith, Cheeks, Bennett, Latong, and Santos. Santos in the first half played 11 minutes, made 1 of 4 shots, and had 2 fouls. The anticipation here for the second half to begin. Once we get the cue from our television friends.
That's why everyone just kind of vibing to the music right now. Got to pump it up.
All right.
Pump it up.
Time to play.
Yeah, it's focus, Sudi.
Owinsu into the front court with it. Right wing. Opposite from Rubin, right in the lane. Rubin dribbles out. Right free throw line extended. Pass to Kamani. Back to Miles on the quick give and go. And the dunk for Miles. I've lost track of Miles' dunks today. I usually try to keep track of that. He's got, 3 of them. It's 11 points. 36-31 Ramblers. Cheeks guarded by Watson. Push pass right for Bennett. Bennett now for Smith between the rings. He goes left to the wing. Out to Latong. He'll shoot the 3. Rubin got the hand up, but he makes another 3. And he
you got to make him put the ball on the floor. I mean, you can just look at him until he doesn't handle the ball very well, and he's very slow. He's not going to be able to beat us off the dribble and get to the basket.
He likes playing the Ramblers. He's got 10 points, and the lead is 2. Watson gets free to the rim. He'll bank it in on the right side. Des to double figures with 10. Ramblers by 4, 38-34. Smith into the front court, picked up by Watson. Now for Cheeks. Bennett between the rings. Going left against Sheldon. Up top, Latong. Doesn't shoot this time. Dribbles over to the wing. Hands it off Cheeks. Guarded by Dawson. Cheeks. Step back. Got Dawson off him. Misses the 3. Rebound knocked in the air. Sheldon has it. No numbers ahead into the front court. Edwards waits for reinforcements. Finds Kamani. Ramblers by 4. Almost 90 seconds gone by second half. Watson gets the ball from Rubin across the A10 logo. Up fakes against Bennett. Step back, fade away. Missed it off the right side of the iron a bit long. Rebound by Cheeks. Good D by Bennett. He stayed on the floor. Cheeks. Latong. Now for Bennett. Bennett trying to spin away from Dawson. Uses the screen. Dawson stays with him. Latong finds the cutting Cheeks. Goes to the hoop. With contact, scores. No foul. Cheeks the bucket. He's got 13. Rambler lead is 2. Kamani, right side towards the baseline, guarded by the smaller Smith. Takes him down low in the paint. At the rim, trying to slip it out to Dawson. And no room, they turn it over. Bennett ahead, left corner for 3, in and out. Rebound Sheldon. Ramblers dodge one there. That was a wide open look in transition. (38-36) Loyola, 17:39 to go, second half. Owinsu telling Watson to vacate where he was. Dribbling top side, 11 to shoot. Owinsu now for Rubin. Right free throw line extended. Now for Sheldon out top. Sheldon steps to the right side. Kamani down low. Rubin 3 to shoot against Latong. Up off the glass. Left side. Miles Rubin's got 13. And the Ramblers lead 40-36. Miles is 6 of 8 from the field.
We don't have an answer for him.
Santos out deep. Crosses over right. Trying to get by Dawson. Reaching in.
Bro, Santos is...
Sheldon reached in. And...
No, because Santos, he's leading with the... Like, watch his replay right here. He's leading with that off arm. Just, yeah.
They call the foul on Dawson. I thought maybe it was Sheldon reaching in. It's the second foul on JD. Deloach comes in, as does JQ. Rubin and Owinsu will take a seat. 17:03 to go second half. Zed Key has replaced Letong for the Flyers. Bennett inbounding in the baseline into the right corner for Santos. Now out front, Key finds Malachi Smith. Smith guarded by Watson, gives to Key, handoff right back to him. Sideline right at Santos. Key now right wing. Ball not hitting the floor until now with Smith dribbling on the right side. There's 5 to shoot. Smith realizing it, lobs it to Key down low. He's triple team with 1. That's going to be a shot clock violation.
Way to lock that up. You see JQ come over there, help side, recognize Dez had a mismatch, and that was his help. He was there quick, but brought that physical double team right there and just forced a turnover.
That's an 8th Dayton turnover, first here of the second half. Ramblers the ball leading 40-36, 16-36, 35-34 left to go in the second half. Quinn angles to the left, now finds Sheldon around a curl, top side. Edwards for Watson, catches left wing. Fires it baseline for JJ. Got Cheeks in the air behind him. Key, though, stayed in front on his feet. And then Deloach went up and had the shot blocked by Zed Key. 9 seconds to shoot. Under out of bounds for Loyola. Ramblers up above 50% for the game. 53%. Dayton at 47%. Flyers have made 3 more three-pointers than the Ramblers for the game. Well, Loyola points in the paint, 28-16 advantage. Catch and shoot, Edwards.
Oh, he got fouled.
Fouled in the corner on the 3. Jaden Dawson had 2 4-point plays on Tuesday. Sheldon will get a chance for 3 here at the free throw line.
You see Nate and Tommy, our student managers.
What are they up to?
Just pointing at Enoch Cheeks and just jumping up and down, talking trash to him.
Cheeks picks up the foul.
And
Sheldon will shoot 3. It's Manager Appreciation Week, right?
It is, yeah. The unsung heroes of the A10 right there.
It is a 3-shot foul. Confusion for a moment. Sheldon's first shot, swish.
Yep.
First point of the second half for Edwards, 3 for the game. Been terrific at the free throw line for Loyola this season.
It's about, 88%?
No, you said it now, so it's not my fault. Swish. 1 more to go. Edwards is the type of shooter where I don't think a jinx matters.
Nope.
He's 30 for 34 on the season. Trying to push this lead to 7. It's in the air. Bounces out off the front of the rim. Went front rim, back rim, and then rolled out. I mean, 2 of 3. 42-36. And 16-10 left to go in the second half. Ramblers by 6. Largest lead of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Deloach got in the way of a Malachi Smith lob attempt to Zed Key. Here comes Watson ahead. Quinn cutting to the paint. Pass to Sheldon. He saved it, shoots it, and makes it.
Oh, that's huge.
Sheldon saved JQ.
They want a timeout. They got
from a
timeout.
turnover.
Yeah.
He saved it. That ball was headed to the sideline, and Sheldon, like Spider-Man, stuck out one arm, grabbed it, and it led him to an open 3. He makes it. That's 5 quick points for Sheldon Edwards. 7-0 Rambler run. Largest lead of the game. Timeout Dayton. 15:46 to go second half. Loyola 45, Dayton 36. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
Looking for a doctor close to home? You don't have to travel far to find the leading edge of healthcare. With Loyola Medicine, hospitals and doctors' offices located throughout the west, south, and southwest suburbs, advanced medical technology and top-rated physicians are right in your neighborhood. At Loyola Medicine, the official healthcare system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, it's easy to find an exceptional doctor at a convenient location. Go to loyolamedicine.org/doctor to find your Loyola doctor today.
This spring, Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Planning for retirement is like preparing for the big game. You need offense, defense, and the right team on your side. As the official retirement planning sponsor of Loyola Athletics, Strategic Wealth Designers has a goal to help you create a winning financial plan so you're prepared for life's biggest moments. Strategic Wealth Designers, helping America retire since 2002. Visit swdgroup.com or give them a call at 1-877-SWD-GROUP. Strategic Wealth Designers is a paid sponsor of Loyola Athletics. No endorsement by Loyola Athletics is stated or implied, and Loyola Athletics is not a client of Strategic Wealth Designers.
Loyola Medicine, the official health system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, provides life-saving care. Loyola Medicine's top-rated doctors diagnose, treat, and manage both common conditions and complex diseases. Visit loyolamedicine.org/schedule now to make your appointment today. Loyola 45, Dayton 36 with 15:46 to go in the second half. That was a called timeout by Dayton, so the next whistle will also be a media timeout. So get ready for another break very soon here. Loyola outscoring the Flyers 11-5 in the second half, 4 of 6 from the field. Sheldon Edwards has made the only three-pointer that Loyola's taken officially in this second half. He got fouled taking a three and made 2 of the 3 free throws. Flyers are 2 of 4 from the field in the second half with 2 turnovers, but the Ramblers right now have their largest lead of the evening.
Yeah, just did a great job of being coming out in the second half. Didn't go through, haven't hit any lulls or anything like that. Just coming out ready to play. So the very first action ran like a little post rub. So we sent Dez straight through, just on a little cut. The idea is just to run into Laton, just to kind of bump him off of Miles just so he can establish position. And then from there, we got some great movement, and then that's what led to the easy basket right there. So, I mean, I really like that opening play, and then we're just getting stops on the defensive end. And right now, like you mentioned, on the 7-0 run over the last minute and a half, made Dayton call the first time out of the second half. I mean, when you make the other team call the first time out, that's, it's good for you. It's good for your momentum. It lets you know that right now you have, like, you're running downhill, you have all the momentum in the world, and they just don't have an answer for you. That's why they need to call a timeout and regroup.
Ramblers have won 20 of their last 21 games inside Gentile Arena, 13-1 this year. They only lost the A10 opener to VCU. Flyer basketball out of the timeout, 15:46 to go, 45-36 Ramblers. Posh Alexander into the game. Leitong, Santos, Cheeks, and Bennett the others. Alexander on the right, Bennett between the rings, guarded by Quinn, trying to drive left, runs into Deloach, throws it back out Leitong, swings it right, Alexander, drives to the hoop,
Get
to
that
the
out
rim,
of here,
blocked
man.
by Deloach, as Watson was there as well. Up ahead comes Dawson. Ramblers, how many shots have they blocked today? That's got to be a third there. Third block shot for the Ramblers. Deloach inside the arc right. Trying to go against Leitong, and he put the dribble down, and Leitong knocked it away. Bennett comes the other way in transition at the hoop, and Deloach goaltend. It was off the glass, and then Deloach touched it, and we'll get a timeout. 15:08 to go in the second half. The lead has changed by a couple of points now. Loyola 45, Dayton 38. Timeout on the floor. This is Rambler basketball from Lear Field.
Hey, Rambler fans, this is Cam Krutwig, and my favorite way to get into the game is through my friends at TicketEstore.com. Whether it's courtside or in the upper deck, TicketEstore.com has you covered. They have a wide selection that I love. The proud official ticketing partner of Loyola Athletics, Ticket eStore is alumni-owned and celebrating 20 years in the business. With no service fees, TicketEstore.com gets you in the game for less. Let's go Ramblers.
When you bite into Pop-Tarts toaster pastries, frosting, filling, and sprinkles come together for a delicious combination. Whether you're listening to a game on the go or you're watching at home, Pop-Tarts toaster pastries are the perfect game day snack. Add some brown sugar cinnamon bliss to your morning commute, or grab a box of frosted strawberry for your own stash. Visit PopTarts.com to check out all the flavors we're cooking up. You just might discover your new favorite. Pop-Tarts, crazy good.
Celebrate Chicago with Windy City weeknights at Gentile Arena this season. All Monday through Thursday games feature $7.73 bleacher seats and a 3-1-2 concessions menu featuring $3 soda, $1 popcorn, and $2 hot dogs.
With the one-hand finish
Visit LoyolaRamblers.com/weeknights and reserve your tickets today.
on the alley-oop. Are you kidding me?
Rambler fans, make plans for your next trip to Gentile Arena by visiting RamblerTickets.com, your official source for Loyola athletics tickets. Men's basketball seats start at only $14 per game. Visit RamblerTickets.com or call 773-508-WOLF. The Ramblers have 2 more games at Gentile Arena after tonight. Wednesday coming up against GW, and then Wednesday, March the 5th, it'll be senior night against Davidson for the Ramblers. We've got 15:08 left to go in the second half. It's Loyola 45, Dayton 38. CT, the Ramblers just turned it over their last possession, led to a bucket the other way. What went wrong for the Ramblers on offense there?
So I think we did a great job of throwing it into JJ on the post, but I think he needs to be more decisive if he's going to make a move to the basket or dribble out to try to get us into our offense. So what happened was he took 2 or 3 dribbles out towards the three-point line. So naturally our guards think they're trying to get into our motion offense. They start cutting and things like that, and so then the defense starts loading up around him, and then he tried to go make his move. Well, then you're trying to make a move, and there's too much traffic around you. That's when Dayton guards start getting in there digging, and he's over there taking off-balance shots. So in the first half, this very first shot attempt, he kind of caught it in that mid-post area, tried to make a little awkward move, and he was fading away, got caught between shooting it straight in or just banking it. He ended up missing pretty badly, but then in his post moves where he scored, he's been very decisive, very quick, just back to the basket, making a quick move and just finishing through contact. That's what we need him to do.
On my watch, I got the decibel level going right now. I didn't know I could do this.
Okay, 97. There we go.
Now, right now, a lot of it's the music, but I'm waiting to see when we get back to action here. I've got repeated alerts on my watch of the decibel level being at 90, which is too loud for an extended period of time. Now, good thing is wearing headphones that help drown that out a little bit, but still pretty loud. All right, Rambler ball with Watson, Quinn, Edwards, Dawson, and Rubin on the floor. Ramblers doing this without Jaden Dawson having the games that he's been having as of late. Only 3 points, 1 of 5 from the field. Miles Rubin, 13. Des Watson, 10. Sheldon Edwards with 7. 5 of those here in the second half. Rubin hands off Dawson on the right wing. Dawson attacks the paint. Leaves it off for Miles against Letong. Will kick out left corner. Des for 3. That's good. Des with 13. Averaging 16 over the last 3, averaging 14 in conference play. And it's a 10-point Rambler lead. First time they've had a double-figure lead today. 14th time this year the Ramblers have had a double-figure lead. Letong misses the 3 from the left wing. Watson the rebound. He'll bring it ahead for the Ramblers. Nobody picks him up. He drives from behind. Bennett trying to get the steal. Out of bounds. It'll be Rambler basketball. Des pointing to himself saying a little bit too much dribbling there. They should have given the ball up a bit sooner. Ramblers, 10-point lead.
We got to keep our foot on the gas because this is right around that time when we were at their place. They got out to a double-digit lead right around this time, and we just slowly started chipping away at it, and that's when we started seeing JD and Sheldon and Des start making plays. We don't want like Cheeks and Bennett to start and Santos to start getting active now.
It's actually the 16th game this year in which the Ramblers have had a double-figure lead. They've gone 12-3 in the prior. Dawson left corner 3. He knocks it in right off the inbounds pass. His second trifecta today. It's a long 2. It's not his second trifecta today. He's got 5. It's 50-38 Ramblers. To the hoop right side. Posh Alexander, everything but the bucket. Halfway down and popped out. Here comes JQ up the left side for the Ramblers. Loyola by 12. 12-2 run. Quinn, baseline left, guarded by Cheeks. Quinn kind of back him down, gets to the baseline and got blocked. And that's the matchup you talked about, that Cheeks is better suited to defend. Now Santos steps to the right corner, 3, got fouled, missed it, and he'll shoot, I assume 3, but we've had a lot of long 2s today from the corner. Crowd's going to boo, but that was a closeout from the side, and that usually leads to bad things.
Yep. Yeah, it was a foul on JD right there. But I mean, yeah, just talking about this Posh Alexander matchup. I mean, yeah, because we talked about these other Dayton guards, with the exception of him and Enoch Cheeks, are very small. So like Javon Bennett, Malachi Smith, both those guys are like 5'9" and fairly slim builds too. So JQ can just easily overpower them. Posh Alexander, it's a little bit shorter, but he's built like a football player. So JQ is not going to be able to body him the same kind of way. So he might have to use his quickness in like a more of a downhill situation, like maybe in transition or off a high screen and roll. And I think that's where he's going to be most effective in that matchup.
Santos, just his 3rd point of the game. He's got 2 more free throws, 50-39 with 13:41 to go. Malachi Smith is going to be checking in. They sent Kamani Owinsu in too early. You got 3 free throws here. Sort of just, procedural things. It doesn't really matter, but now up on the video board, they've had one of those attraction signs you see on the highway. It says Attractions Dayton and then blank underneath.
That's a good one.
I would say UD Arena would be an attraction, though. To be fair, I'd love to go there for a neutral site basketball game like the first 4. Not that I want Loyola to play in the first 4, although beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah,
but
I get what you're saying.
I know. Yeah, 3 free throws, all good for Santos. 50-41.
Yeah, you see Dayton extend some pressure now.
This is what you were talking about. Yep. Maybe turn the Ramblers over. Inbound to Winsu, and from behind, Bennett fouled him, trying to do just that.
Yeah, that's 2 on Bennett also.
Third on the team. Ramblers have been called for 2 here in the second half. 13:40 left to go. 50-41 Ramblers. Shooting 55% now for the game. Dayton at 44%. And officials talking. And they're telling Dez they has to stay put on the baseline. He can't run the baseline. Good officiating there. They talked about it too first. Oh, and Dez did move.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. Dez moved. There's nothing for us to be mad about there. It's the right call. Dez just had a brain fart because the official.
He literally just told him.
Yep, hand the ball, said right here. Now, Dez didn't do like a big move, but he just shimmied. You can you can pivot basically, but he moved his pivot foot, let's just say. He traveled. So that's an unforced error there for the Ramblers. Most of the crowd more so confused about the call. Bennett, left wing, 3 in the air, in and out. Santos
going down
for the rebound. That's rebounding foul. That's his 3rd.
Yep.
So just when maybe he was going to get going with those 3 free throws, he just shoves Jalen Quinn up high in the upper back to be called for the foul. All right, but Dayton will continue to extend this full court pressure. Santos staying in the game right now. Attack him. Watson, the Winsu in the backcourt. Cross court to the left side to JQ. Over the timeline now back to Kamani here on the right. Winsu dribbles towards the baseline. Guarded by Smith. Rubin sets the screen. Kamani has Letong switch on him. Gets to Quinn. Quinn, a floater in the lane. Swish. JQ caught wing. Immediately drove right into the heart of the paint. And Jalen Quinn, 4 of 6 from the field for 8 points. Ramblers by 11. Letong on the right side. Back to the basket. Handoff Bennett. Well, Corey is in there. He's playing with 3 fouls. Has barely played today. Just 5 minutes. Trying to drive Smith by Quinn. Throws out Letong. They charge out him. Misses the 3 short. Long rebound, though. Nobody out there to grab it for the Ramblers. Bennett, baseline drive right. Blocked from behind by Wakoria. Bennett comes out of the pack with the basketball, though. Back out to Cheeks. 11 to shoot. Cheeks trying to go right. Rubin switches on him. Cheeks looking to drive. Goes left. Bumps into JQ. Foul on the floor. No shot. And JQ just picked up his second? Yes, second foul.
Oh, that hurts. Come on, JQ. He's having a great game. We need him on the floor.
He's going to come out Sheldon and Dawson return. Watson goes out with Quinn, and Deloach is going to jump into the game as well, assumingly for Ruben. We have not seen the Ruben-Deloach double big lineup for probably 2.5 weeks at this point, at any point. Well, it's possible maybe in a late game situation we've seen it defensively, but certainly not in a regular run of the game. Baseline inbounds. Bennett goes to Santos in the left corner. So Santos remains in there with 3 personal fouls. Anthony Grant just going to roll with his best player in terms of scoring average this year. Malachi Smith dribbling deep left wing. Checks the Latong screen. 6 to shoot. Crosses over left. Puts a floater up from around 15 feet. Missed it. No good. Loose ball. They get it back. Smith gets the lay-in. Latong was just battling for it with a couple of the Ramblers, and it deflected back to the rim, and Malachi Smith lays it in. First points today for Malachi Smith. Ramblers break the pressure, get it down low. Deloach against Latong, into the body, up with the hand, and got fouled by Latong. That'll be his first foul, and Jalen Deloach will have 2 free throws when we come back. 11:46 left to go in the second half. It's Loyola 52, Dayton 43. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
JB Alberto's has had a passion for pizza since 1965. Each JB Alberto's pizza starts with its own unique handcrafted dough. It's topped with flavorful homemade pizza sauce, crafted from sun-ripened tomatoes, 100% real mozzarella cheese, ingredients cut fresh daily, and top-quality meats. Visit jbalbertos.com to order online, or call them at 773-973-1700. JB Alberto's, the official pizza sponsor of Loyola Athletics.
This is Rambler softball player Maddie Hickey on behalf of Midway Restoration Services, the presenting sponsor of Rambler Softball. They are a family-owned business who've been serving all of Chicagoland for more than 35 years. They provide emergency restoration services for a variety of emergency situations, including water damage, fire, mold, and biohazards. Midway Restoration Services is the one call you need to make to help manage the cleanup and restoration for your home or business. Call them 24/7, 365 at 312-226-1101 or visit them at midwayrestoration.com.
Team Impact is a therapeutic 2-year program that matches children facing serious illness and disabilities with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Loyola Medicine sponsors the Ramblers' relationship with Team Impact, which currently includes 3 active matches. Team Impact getting all kids in the game, all in, all together. Scott and CT back with you. 11:46 left to go in the second half. We always have more time during these ESPN commercial breaks. So,
you see Fran Dunphy on the screen right there.
Oh, they're showing him on the ESPN broadcast. Yeah, they announced that Fran Dunphy will retire at the end of this season, but stay on in the athletic department. Such a great guy. So much basketball knowledge. Philadelphia through and through. And we won't see him again unless it's in the Atlantic 10 tournament if the Ramblers get to match up with LaSalle. I'm going to say, everyone calls you CT, obviously, very simply, because, those are your initials. And my nickname is
Sudi.
But I feel weird calling myself that, so I always say Scott and CT. But I'm wondering if I should just go with, Sudi and CT back here.
Yeah,
what do you think?
That's how we're known with our in the Loyola community. Might as well we'll embrace it.
Okay. That's been my nickname, by the way, my entire life, basically. My friends text me, call me, say Sudi, but I've never called myself that. So it just feels weird to say Sudi and CT back with you, but I think I will graduate to it. I've got CT's blessing. I think I call you Christian on the air like once or twice a game.
It's weird.
Kind of like off the top, maybe as like a formal, type of thing. But you're right. We know each other too well to use full names.
Exactly.
All right, 52-43 Loyola with 11:46 to go in the second half. Ramblers had a double-figure lead a couple of times here, led by as many as 12, outscoring the Flyers 18-12 in the second half. And it's going to be, what do we have before the timeout? A foul on Latong, so 2 free throws for Deloach, who's played better, even better than he played Tuesday against Davidson.
Yeah. Look at this lineup for Dayton right now. They're going super small. They got Santos in at the 5 and Simon in at the 4. So another great opportunity If I'm JJ, I'm just looking at my chops right now because you can establish position on Nate Santos. He already has 3 fouls. He does not want it. He's not going to want to pick up his 4th. And this is a great opportunity for JJ to get some buckets and really get that confidence, that swagger that we need him to play with.
See if he can knock down a couple of free throws here. First one in the air and drains it. That's a confidence boost. Only 48% at the line this season. 5 points now today. It's the most points he has scored since the St. Bonaventure game when he had 6. And now he has 6 in this one as he goes 2 for 2 at the line. Ramblers by 11 with 11:45 to go. Well, not yet. 11:46. Now 11:45 as Malachi Smith picks up the ball near half court. Smith, the small Dayton lineup. Bennett and Simon get caught up, trying to set screens. Santos to the top side, back to the left for Smith, guarded by Deloach. Smith, step back, shoots a 3.
No way.
Great D by Deloach, blocked it, missed it. Rebound though,
Short.
kick out. Smith misses again, short. Deloach the rebound. Smith tried to step into Deloach, who stayed straight up. There was contact, but it was Smith leaning into JJ. Sideline left, it's Kamani. Owinsu passes for Deloach. Now for Sheldon, back to Deloach, rolling to the hoop, spinning against Santos, up over him. Didn't want to challenge him at all because of the fouls, but then it just gets deflected up into the hoop. Deloach did touch it. Santos probably did as well. It's a bucket for JJ, and it's 56-43, largest Rambler lead of the game.
Let's get another stop.
Right to your point there, CT. And Santos didn't want to pick up a 4th foul, so he didn't even flop. Smith on the left side, up top to Gian Simon for 3. That's all right.
I don't.
3 for 10 shooting threes now on the year.
Yeah, we'll live with that.
56-46. Up ahead, Sheldon. Fakes a pass, got open, missed it, in and out from the right side. He faked a pass to the right corner. That led Santos to bite that way, open it up on the wing for Sheldon. In and out on the 3, and now a loose ball foul was called on the Ramblers.
Yeah, that was JJ on that. They called him for an over-the-back call now. In his defense, Simon was boxing out. He had both of his arms totally wrapped around him because he just knows that he physically cannot match up with JJ. Unfortunately, the ref didn't see that. He just saw JJ climbing over his back.
It's only the first foul on Deloach. Miles Rubin, by the way, does not have a foul. He's checked back into the game. Reset it with Quinn, Owinsu, Watson is returned, Dawson, and Rubin. Dayton remains with Smith, Santos, Bennett, Simon, and Cheeks. That small lineup with Santos at the 5. Long 3, Javon Bennett, no good, wide left. Kamani flies in for the rebound. Kamani might have maybe top 3 vertical leap on this team because he rebounds and he's there by himself. He goes up high. Owinsu on the left wing. Cheeks backs off on him. Quinn top side. Dribbles right, hand off Dawson. Long 3, JD. Long off the back iron. Rebound by Santos in front of Quinn. Dawson's shot almost had a chance to be banked in. Santos driving and scoring. Miles didn't help there as Quinn got left on an island. And timeout, Drew Valentine and the Ramblers. Maybe thinking the exact same thing. Stop any momentum here as Dayton has scored a couple of buckets in a row. And it's Loyola 56, Dayton 48 with 9:36 left to go in regulation. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Visit Candlelight Chicago, Firehouse Grill, Pippin's Tavern, or Streeter's Tavern to watch the Ramblers battle the rival St. Louis Billikens in St. Louis on Saturday, March the 1st at 3 p.m. Each is located close to the downtown or lakeshore campuses and features delicious food options and beverage specials during Ramblers away games. All away games this season can be viewed at any of these locations as they are the men's basketball away game watch party sponsors. Well, for the second time tonight, the Dayton fans are trying to make noise. The first time they did make noise because Loyola called a timeout. It was a 9-0 Dayton run. The Flyer fans are trying to answer a "Let's Go Ramblers" chant, and it's weak at best. They're down by 8, 56-48, but they'll make noise if the Flyers go on a run here. We know that. And I don't think as much red and blue as certainly 2 years ago.
No.
But that was a much different situation 2 years ago, standings-wise.
Yeah, they'll get on Twitter and say that they're the reason why we sold out and all that stuff. They're a very, very interesting fan base.
Well, a couple of years ago, they They beat our fans to the ticket window, the ticket portal to buy tickets when they went on sale. That Loyola made sure that changed last year. Watson up, fakes the top side three, now drives left on Santos, takes him to the rim, missed it too strong, and the rebound Malachi Smith. Dayton the basketball, Ramblers lead 56-48. Smith to the hoop, throws it out right corner to Bennett, almost falling out of bounds, finds Santos, top side for three, spins out, Dawson the rebound. One and done for the Flyers. They have 5 offensive rebounds, Ramblers have 5. Loyola +4 in the second chance points category. Watson lobs it from Miles left to the lane. Now left free throw line extended. JD comes to get the handoff. Malachi Smith took a dive. Dawson drives down the baseline, puts up a tough shot, no good. Miles has the offensive rebound though. Hands it off Dez in the corner. Double team, trying to dribble out of there. Knocked away out of bounds. It'll be Rambler ball. 16 on the timer. 8:43 left to go in the second half. What happened to Malachi Smith?
He tried to flop on that screen, and the ref looked at him and just said, he just shook his head and was like, no, that's not a foul.
Yeah. Well, from that technical foul, we had negative feelings about these officials, but really since then, it's been nothing much to be up in arms about. Both teams have been called for 9 fouls, and that includes the technical for Loyola. So really 8 fouls. The technical counted as a team foul. 10 on the shot clock, Quinn. Left-hand dribble, bounces for Ruben, top side, 5 to shoot. Ruben's got the go, and Santos snuck in and stole it. Here comes Santos to the hoop against Dawson. Runs him over.
That's a block.
Blocking foul. I think you're right. I don't think JD really got fully square. Looked to be more side to side. Yeah, it's the right call. Shot did not go in. Santos will shoot 2. But that's the 4th foul on Jaden Dawson. So that was a battle to see who was going to pick up a 4th foul there, and it's Jaden Dawson. That snuck up on us, and that's, well, partly because of the technical foul a minute into the game.
Now, if I'm JD, I'm not saying let Nate Santos score right there, but you maybe do the thing like recognize as a guard, like something that you can try to cut in front of him and maybe just take one quick swipe at the ball. Not swiping downward, you want to swipe up at it so he doesn't look like you're hacking him or getting a foul call. But at that point, if you don't get it, you just get out of the way. You don't get a 4th foul. You're too valuable.
Santos missed the first free throw. One more coming. First Flyer miss at the line tonight. Santos for the year, 73%. Second shot coming for Santos. It's in the air. Short. Loose ball. Santos got the rebound, attacks the rim, scores it, and that can't happen. And Santos flexes a bit, looking at the camera that's underneath the hoop. 56-50. So Santos missed both free throws, but gets the points anyways. 8:10 left to go. Rambler lead is 6. It's a 7-0 Dayton run.
Yeah, you can see Dayton are trying to extend some pressure right now. You can see it.
Down in the paint, Dayton's called for a foul. Malachi Smith, his 2nd, team's 6th. So the Ramblers will be shooting the rest of the way now with 8:05 to go. Loyola has 5 team fouls. Ramblers led by 13. The lead is down to 6. Dez up fakes right, steps to his left, 3 ball, got it. Gian Simon closed out on him and just ran right by him. And Watson makes the 3. 16 points for Dez, 8 in each half. 59-50 Ramblers. Bennett into the lane, blocked from behind by Rubin. Bennett thought he was clear.
Sheldon, stop dribbling the ball.
Sheldon dribbles the ball too much in traffic, has it turned over, and then Miles rips it away to the floor.
And that stays here.
It's going to be, they're going to call a foul. Going to call a foul.
Sheldon's best in catch and shoot situation. He doesn't need to try to put the ball on the floor, especially in traffic.
Down the back court. And we're going to get a timeout. And they call a foul on Miles. It'll be his first, 6th on the team, so no free throws. And timeout on the floor with 7:36 left to go. It's Loyola 59, Dayton 50. We'll take the break and be back in a moment here on the Rambler Sports Network from Learfield.
Download the Go Ramblers mobile app to stay connected with your favorite Loyola teams. The app features the latest news, scores, stats, and interactive content. Search Loyola Ramblers in the Apple or Google Play Store. Make sure to follow the Ramblers on social media at Ramblers MBB for all the latest news, updates, videos, and highlights.
On the alley-oop! Are you kidding me?
That's at Ramblers MBB on Instagram and Twitter.
Caputo Cheese specializes in the manufacturing and processing of fine Italian-type cheeses, including Parmesan, Romano, and fresh mozzarella. They're best known among chefs for their award-winning burrata and ricotta cheeses. Whether you need a traditional Parmigiano Reggiano or a customized solution, Caputo Cheese delivers quality and consistency that only high standards and family pride can produce. Visit them at CaputoCheese.com and follow them at Caputo Cheese.
When you bite into Pop-Tarts toaster pastries, frosting, filling, and sprinkles come together for a delicious combination. Whether you're listening to a game on the go or you're watching at home, Pop-Tarts toaster pastries are the perfect game day snack. Add some brown sugar cinnamon bliss to your morning commute or grab a box of frosted strawberry for your own stash. Visit PopTarts.com to check out all the flavors we're cooking up. You just might discover your new favorite. Pop-Tarts, crazy good.
So before the timeout, it ended up being a foul on Miles Rubin. What happened was the Ramblers had the rebound, and Sheldon was caught in some traffic in the backcourt, tried to dribble out of it. He turned it over, and then going to the hoop, Malachi Smith off the steal. We thought at first Miles just knocked it to the floor, and they're going to call a held ball, but instead they call Miles for the foul, and that's a sixth team foul. First on Miles. There'll be no free throws for the Flyers when play resumes here. 7:36 to go in the second half. Loyola 59, Dayton 50. Des Watson showing up again here today on A10 play. 7 of 11 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists in 29 minutes. Just made the most recent shot for the Ramblers, a three-pointer, after it was a 7-0 run at the time for Dayton.
Yeah, but that turnover, though, I mean, it's Sheldon just trying to go behind his back. He's just trying to do too much. I mean, just get the ball. Just be solid right now. Just be solid, and then see what the defense gives you before you try to put the ball on the floor immediately.
It was a fifth Rambler turnover this second half. They have 8 for the game. Dayton has 9. Ramblers shooting Ramblers shooting 52.1% for the game, 52.9% in the second half. The Flyers only 33% in the second half, so they're down to 40.4% for the game. They're 5 of 19 from 3. And about the Ramblers, the three-point shot, a lot of conversation over the last week and a half because the Ramblers had made a lot. What is it, 41 threes over 3 games. Today, the shot wasn't going early. They've not taken as many, only 4 of 10. That's 40%, so that's a good percentage. That's a great percentage. Flyer basketball. Left corner, Bennett. Right-hand dribble, spins against Dawson. That's Watson, and on the pass, he got fouled by Dez. Dez perplexed.
It's only his first.
And it will be 1-1 for the Flyers. Well, they called Deloach on the help for the foul. So his second.
1-1. Talk about who has shooter.
Yep, last time Santos missed a pair, got his own rebound and scored. Javon Bennett, 79% free throw shooter. Back rimmed it. Santos.
JJ, that's a foul on JJ.
Got the rebound as Deloach was holding him.
He was.
And Santos will go back to the line. It'll be 1-1 again. All of a sudden, the Ramblers with 18 fouls and giving up offensive boards off of free throws. 7:27 left to go. Ramblers lead 59-50. Front end of a 1-1 for Nate Santos in the air. That one is good. He's into double figures now. 8 points in the second half. Still playing with 3 fouls. Has done well, and he's stayed in there with 3 fouls this whole time. Yep. To pull Dayton within 7. Free throw in the air. Spins around and in. 59-52. Posh Alexander will guard Jalen Quinn in the backcourt. Double team almost came. Quinn up the left side with the pass to Sheldon in the front court. Deloach trying to get spot down low.
Simon,
left of the lane. He got fouled by Gian Simon, and that'll send Deloach to the line 1-1.
You see Deloach give him the too small sign. You watch a replay right here. I don't think I've ever seen that on a post-up foul call, but Yeah, first time for everything.
I mean, Deloach walked by me yesterday prior to the men's volleyball game and gave me the too small sign. So, I mean, 59-52. Deloach will shoot 1 and 1. Made 2 free throws earlier. Bends the knees. Front end of the 1 and 1.
Nice.
Good. JJ, 3 of 3 at the line today. 9 points. It's been a long time since he has scored double figures in a game this season. He's done it 4 times on the year.
LaSalle.
Second free throw in the air. Swish. 10 points for Deloach. I'm looking back here. Yeah, maybe all the way back at the LaSalle game. The last time JJ had double figures, he had 12. He's got 10 today. Ramblers by 9, a 61-52. Santos right in the lane, turns, fades off 1 foot and hits. Santos might be getting going here. 61-54, 6:55 to go. Watson into the front court. Quinn swings it right for Edwards. Sheldon drives to the baseline. Ducks the shoulder into the chest of Enoch Cheeks. Offensive foul. And, Sheldon created that contact with Cheeks.
He did.
Offensive foul. The crowd's going to boo, but CT and I, we had one of the best views on the court. And I think that's the right call. Sheldon did not even blink an eye. He just ran right back down the floor, which I think that's the way Sheldon would be anyways. But Quinn trying to get around a Santos screen. Could have called a foul either way, I think, because JQ kind of kicked his leg out also and maybe kicked Malachi Smith. Gian Simon, a right side 3, a brick. Ramblers need the rebound and get it. Des Watson. Getting too many second chances recently for Dayton.
Kamani hobbling. Come on.
Kamani into the front court. Now has the basketball, though. Lob left to the lane. Deloach spins baseline against Simon. Comes back to his right. Lost the ball. Got it back. Still wants to go to the rim strong. Back iron missed it. Rebound Santos along the sideline, along the baseline. Almost stepped out of bounds. Here comes the Flyers, though. 6:05 to go. 61-54 Loyola. Malachi Smith between the rings. Drives right. Spins it back out for Simon. Extra pass for Santos. Left wing. 3 ball in the air. Got it. And he's pumped up because it's been a tough game for him overall. And it's 61-57 with 5:45 to go. He's got 15 now. And then Santos just got called for a 4th foul.
That's number 4. Quinn, talking all that trash.
As Quinn, was trying to cut into the paint, and he just kind of grabbed him up high.
Yeah.
And picks up a silly 4th foul. And he's right. He was talking trash, but he was doing it sort of to himself, into the crowd.
I understand that, but, you're going to talk all that trash. You need to be able to play some defense right there just to immediately get a 4th foul right there. That's just silly because you're too wrapped up in the moment.
Quinn will shoot 1 and 1 on Santos' 4th foul. And no sign of Santos coming out of the game. And they're saying it's a shooting. No, it's 1 and 1. Official came over showing, a shooting motion, but it's the 8th team foul. Quinn shooting 1 and 1. Ramblers by 4 with 5:43 to go. Ramblers led 56-43. 14-5 Dayton run. A little more than 5 minutes of game action. Quinn doesn't get the bounce on the 1 and 1. Rebound by Simon. And now the Dayton fans making themselves heard. Simon just stuck out his backside at the half-court line to set a screen. And the handoff, Watson almost knocked it away from Cheeks. Cheeks now drives, almost poked away from behind. Cheeks will shoot 16 feet, missed it. And loose ball, rebounding foul on Gian Simon. It'll be still 1 and 1 the other way. Rubin will go to the line. And the Ramblers need to make their free throws. They're 7 of 12 in the game. And Miles is 1 of 2. 5:22 left to go, 61-57. So it'll be double bonus both sides the rest of the way. This is 1 and 1 for Rubin. 13 points today, 6 of 8 from the field, 3 assists. Too strong, loose ball. Santos has it. Up ahead, Malachi Smith. Smith, cross-court pass to the right corner, Cheeks. Out to Bennett. Now Smith between the rings. Simon sets the screen. Quinn's trying to fight through it. Now stays on Simon as Rubin takes Smith. Smith to the paint. A10 logo. Steps through. Misses it wildly. Goes after the rebound. Loose ball.
Going
out of
down.
bounds.
Yep.
Flyer. Puts off the Flyers. Rambler ball. Yeah, Malachi Smith. I mean, bravo to him. Try to go at Miles Rubin into his body. Had no chance. Almost got the offensive rebound. Fumbled it out of bounds. Rambler ball up by 4. Haven't scored in 2 minutes and 17 seconds, but they've gotten a couple of stops in a row, keeping this at a 4-point game. Full court pressure from the Flyers. Watson inbounds to Sheldon. Edwards over to Quinn. Quinn now one-on-one in the backcourt with Smith. He lets him over the timeline with 4 seconds to spare. Quinn now angles to dribble to the left side. Quinn, sideline left with it. JQ has Simon blitz out at him. Watson passes Edwards, 3-ball. Bounces out.
Oh, yeah,
Rubin,
Miles.
offensive rebound. Kick out. Dez, top side 3. Back rimmed it. Rebound by Bennett at the free throw line. Still a 4-point Rambler lead. 4:35 left. Bennett, right wing. Bounce pass for Santos, and Dawson just fouled out of the game. On a pass, bounced for Santos. And Dawson fouls out. 27 minutes of play, 2 of 8 from the field, 5 points. You want him on the floor, but other players have been doing the work today for the Ramblers. It hasn't been JD's night after the great stretch of 3 games. It'll now be 2 free throws for Nate Santos and a chance to bring Dayton within 2. Santos, 5 of 7 at the line today. Now 6 of 8. .431 to go. Dayton sort of doing the reverse of what Loyola did. Down by double figures. Coming back.
Yep.
Maybe forcing overtime. Who knows? There's 4:31 left. The Santos made both shots. 61-59. Quinn. Smith reaching in. Body contact. No foul. Bounce up top to Rubin. Rubin has the ball out near half court, being guarded by Simon. Quinn comes to get it again. 14 to shoot. Quinn for Watson. For Edwards. Sideline left. Sheldon. Back for Dez top side. 8 to shoot. Dez off the dribble to his left. Crosses over left. 3 to shoot. 2 to shoot. Spins. Fades. Ball in the air. Back iron and down and in for Dez Watson.
That's tough.
18 now for Dez. Ramblers by 4. He's 8 of 13 from the field. Simon hands off Bennett. Bennett turns the corner right to the baseline against Rubin. Fade away over him. Swish. 63-61. Shooters making shots right now. Kamani has the ball. 3:35 to go. Ramblers by 2. Owinsu in the left corner with the dribble. Simon goes for the steal. Owinsu turns the corner, finds Watson right side. Hands off Sheldon in the corner. 12 to shoot. Quinn from the top. He'll drive against Smith. Smith flops, and they call it.
Oh, yeah.
JQ will shoot 2 on Malachi Smith's 3rd foul of the game. 2 free throws coming for JQ on the other side of the under 4 timeout. 4 fingers in the air. 3:21 left to go in the second half. Loyola 63, Dayton 61. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
This is Ramblers men's basketball player Jalen Quinn on behalf of the law firm of Kupiec and Martin. Founded in 2008 by Loyola alumnus Dave Kupiec, Kupiec and Martin is a trusted multi-state tax law firm with almost 6 years of experience advising businesses with state and local income, franchise, and sales tax matters. Their expertise was developed from working in-house at large publicly owned corporate tax departments, Big Four accounting firms, and state agencies. Contact them at 312-632-1022 or visit them at kupiecandmartin.com. Go Blairs.
At Loyola University Chicago's Parkinson School of Health Sciences and Public Health, we address health in all its dimensions to provide better outcomes for all. With academic programming in applied health sciences, healthcare administration, health informatics and data science, and public health sciences. We collaborate across disciplines to find solutions to complex problems. Join us at the Parkinson School of Health Sciences and Public Health as we reimagine the future of health today. Learn more at luc.edu/Parkinson.
JB Alberto's is the official pizza sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Although they've had passion for pizza since 1965, their menu also includes appetizers, salads, chicken, ribs, seafood, steak, pastas, sandwiches, burgers, and desserts. Check out their daily specials and order online at jbalbertos.com. You can also call them at 773-973-1700 for all of your catering needs.
Loyola fans swag surfing right now with 3:21 left to go. Loyola 63, Dayton 61. Jalen Quinn will shoot 2 coming up here. Jaden Dawson is fouled out for the Ramblers. Nate Santos has got 4 for the Flyers. So I advise the Ramblers to foul out Nate Santos for the stretch run of this game because he's got himself going in the second half with 16 of his 18 points. And he's knocked down 1 3-pointer, and right after that 1 3-pointer where he was, celebrating it, having a good time, making gestures, yelling things, then made a silly foul, just grabbing JQ, cutting across the paint for that 4th foul. JQ has had a great game today, 8 points, 4 of 6 from the field, 3 assists, just 1 turnover. He was trying to become the 4th Rambler in double figures. Watson with 18, Miles with 13, and Jalen DeLoach off the bench with 10. So the Ramblers could have 2 players off the bench in double figures, which helps to make up for the off night for Jaden Dawson, fouling out with just 5 points.
Yeah, just love what we see. We knew this was an opportunity for JJ to possibly get his mind right, or not necessarily get his mind right, but just get put up some numbers that we know that he's capable of putting up. And so Drew talked about how going into the Davidson game, JJ had some great days of practice prior to that. And he had some good productivity. He had 6 rebounds in 11 minutes, which is elite. But his offensive game wasn't quite there. But he's getting an opportunity to really show what he's about tonight and just really get back on track.
Yeah, they're showing Nate Santos on TV. 2 points, 1 of 4 in the first half, 16 points, 4 of 5 in the second half. And he's made 7 of his 9 free throws in the game. JQ to the line where he's 0 for 1 today. He'll have 2. Double bonus, 63-61 Ramblers. First free throw in the air.
Yep.
Got it. 9 now for JQ, looking for his 10th double-figure game this season and the 15th of his career. To make it a 4-point game with 3:21 to go. Bends the knees. The lefty's free throw. Good. 4 double-figure scores for the Ramblers. They lead 65-61. 3:17, 3:16. 3:15 to go. Simon on the backdoor cut past the Cheeks, and he got bumped by Rubin on the floor. And so Cheeks will shoot 2. I don't know if I can't tell if they called it on the bump or then Miles reached in and knocked the ball away. I think the whistle came on the bump, but that shouldn't have been a foul if that was the call. But 2 shots for Enoch Cheeks. First one in the air. Got it to go. 85% free throw shooter. He's 3 for 3 today. Second shot. Also good. 65-63. Ramblers by 2 with 3:12 remaining. Kamani, Dez, JQ, Sheldon, and Miles on the floor. Looks like it's going to be the 5 to finish this one out. Quinn, deep on the left side. They jump on him with Simon. Quinn reverses it for Watson. Left wing, it's Sheldon. Now top of the nail, Miles. Back to Sheldon. Sheldon finds Dez. Left side, up fake, steps to his left. 3 ball in the air. Dez Watson short. Loose ball, rebound, Bennett. Dayton can tie or take the lead with 2:40 to go. Bennett, crossover dribble, pulls up 17 feet. Missed it short. Rebound, Owinsu. 2:30 left. JQ.
He flopped. Don't worry about it. He's fine.
Oh, and on the other side, we got a bucket. It's a three-pointer. I was paying attention to JQ. It was a three for Sheldon, 68-63. The referee was checking on JQ.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that and Enoch
man.
Cheeks.
Come on, man.
Throws himself into Sheldon and gets called for a foul. I'm looking at the replay here, and Sheldon was going left.
Wait it up. Wait, what did they say?
What? Yeah, what just happened? The official just waved off.
Just waved off. Like, it's not a... Or wave off the shot.
Saying it wasn't a shot, yes.
Shooting. Okay.
Because it could have been a potential three-shot foul. All right, let's catch up here. JQ is okay. CT said he flopped, although JQ is kind of flexing that right. Well, he's had that wrapped for the entire season. So
I mean, he fell down. Like, I didn't see anybody touch him. I think Cheeks barely kind of.
And then Sheldon made a three,
Sheldon
assisted by Kamani.
Yep, and then we got lost in transition, though, because we got too busy just, not knowing what we're doing. Cheeks was wide open down there. Now, Sheldon recognized it late, and he was able to get up underneath him. I mean, that call, I don't understand what Cheeks was going for. I mean, Sheldon had his arms extended leaning forward, but, I just don't,
So they're saying on the floor, even though Cheeks sort of did let the ball go from beyond the three-point line, but two shots for Enoch Cheeks. Ramblers by 5. He missed the first.
Let's go.
It's only the 4th miss at the line for Dayton today, 13 of 17. 74% as a team on the year, 76% today. Cheeks spins the basketball, bends the knees, eyes the rim. Second free throw, that is good. 68-64 Ramblers with 2:15 to go. Have to take care of the basketball. Sheldon across half court, gets it to JQ. Sideline left, right in front of Drew Valentine. Dribbles out near the half court circle.
Oh, is that a 5? Is that Santos? Oh, yeah.
They just got Santos away from the ball.
Here we go.
For a 5th foul.
Oh, yeah.
And CT, by the way, picked the song for the foul out here today.
Yes.
And he's having fun. Little bye, bye, bye.
Oh, yeah.
CT's proudest moment.
Let's go.
He won countless games in a Rambler uniform, a CBI title, leading rebounder, top 2 scorer. But today, the biggest smile he's ever had in this arena.
Because this idea came to me, I think it was Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday night. I just text Austin and Kieran, like, hey, can we get Bye 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 by NSYNC as a song if another team's opposing player fouls out? I thought we had to get some approvals or something like that, but apparently not. And the students are loving it too. So yeah,
not really doing the dance, but they might be too young for this song.
Yeah, but they know the bye bye bye.
Yeah. Bye bye. Oh, great job too on the music by Kieran. Pausing it at the bye 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 part. Okay, back to business. We had fun. 68-64. Kamani was fouled. He's shooting 2. Doesn't mean anything if you don't make the free throws. Made the first. Kamani tonight, just 3 points. He's only taken 3 shots, but he's got 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 turnovers. It's the 7th time this year he's had 4 more assists. He's 1 shy of tying his career high in assists. But now looking to make a second free throw. It's in the air. Short. Rebound by Simon. 69-64 Loyola. 2 minutes to go. Going to the hoop, and Rubin blocks Malachi Smith. Quinn saved it in, though, to Javon Bennett. Cheeks a left wing 3. Missed it, back iron. Quinn going for the rebound. Bennett reaches it first, though. Bennett now tries to drive across the paint. Floats it up, and he rattles it in. Well, at least it's a 2-pointer, not a 3. So that look off the second chance was a great one. 69-66 with 1:33 to go. Quinn holding the ball directly in front of me here on the right sideline. And now dribbling over near half court. 1:20 to go. 11 again. Dayton's been called for a foul away from the ball 3 times in the last 2 minutes. Twice it was Nate Santos to foul him out. And now it's Jacob Connor just grabbing somebody at the free throw line. Kamani. And who did he grab?
I think it was on Miles.
Miles will shoot 2. They didn't do that on purpose, did they?
No.
Yeah, you were watching it, so you could probably tell whether it was purposeful or not.
No, it wasn't.
Rubin shooting 2, 1 of 3 today. First in the air. Bounces out. Need this one to make it a 4-point game. 1:20 left to go. 69-66 Ramblers. The Dayton fans making some noise. Second shot for Miles. In the air.
Yep.
Down and in. 14 for Rubin today. 70-66 Ramblers with 1:20 to go. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. Possession arrow in Dayton's favor. Long since double bonus both ways.
Yeah, got Francis back out there. He needs to get us a big-time rebound here.
Simon on the right side dribbling. Hands it off Bennett. Bennett driving left into Kamani. Kick out Simon. Simon into Rubin at the rim.
Get that out of here,
Easiest
man.
block of Rubin's night. Watson trying to throw it off of Cheeks. Cheeks has it across the lane crazily. Simon in the right corner. Out to Smith. Smith finds Bennett. Left side 3. No good. Loose ball. Dayton has it.
Come on, Francis.
Fresh 20. 52 seconds left.
Help
Ramblers lead by 4. And this is hectic. Cheeks guarded by Quinn into his chest. Top side, crosses over, step back 3. Quinn contests, wide right. Francis got the rebound as I hit CT, I think, in the face.
No, you're good. You're good.
And here come the Ramblers. JQ in the front court. There's only 33 seconds left. Ramblers in timeout. Drew Valentine was calling for it. They didn't give it to him, and they called Dayton for a foul, and Javon Bennett goes down hurt as well. So the Ramblers were calling time. Drew Valentine was calling time. Dayton gets called for a foul. You'll take the exchange because you're going to get 2 free throws with 31 seconds. Bennett holding his left hand,
or I think it's his hand.
Is he grabbing at the no-no area?
No, I think it's his hand, his left hand.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Hopefully he's okay. Again, these Flyers are fun to watch when they're not playing your team. And a good story, Bennett. I mean, transferred from Merrimack College, a program that very recently moved up from D2 to D1 to play here at Dayton. All right, well, Coria was the one who got fouled. He's shooting 2. Ramblers by 4, 31 seconds left. Francis, long look at the rim. Free throw in the air. It's out, no good. 70% on the season. As I said, he had to make that last one. Rubin did, at least get 1 of 2. Need the same thing here. Just got to at least add to the lead. Dayton's going to call timeout, one of the 2 that they have left. 31 seconds left. The free throw shot today, after being pretty solid as of late, has regressed. But the Ramblers still had a chance to make a big free throw here. Up by 4 with 31 seconds to go. Ramblers -1 on the glass because of all these late offensive rebounds. Dayton has 10. They have 10 second chance points. It's only 2 more, though, than the Ramblers. By the way, has Zed Key played here in the second half?
No.
If he has, he's very similar. And Letong hasn't played either. I mean, they've gone small this entire second half. Points in the paint, 32-26 Ramblers. Turnovers, both teams have 9. Ramblers 9-8 points off turnovers, shooting 50% for the game, 5 of 14 from 3. Dayton 38%, 6 of 24 from 3. Ramblers have 5 double-figure scores today. That's happened. Wow, you think I'd have that? Keep track of that on my sheet in front of me. It could be the first time this year. 18 for Dez, 14 for Rubin, 10 each for Quinn, Deloach, and Sheldon. Coria second free throw to make it a 5-point game. Yes, sir. 71-66, 31 seconds left. Going to play defense without fouling here and don't allow an open 3. Malachi Smith driving right to the hoop, lays it up and in with 24.6. Shot clock off, 71-68. Watson fouled by Connor, and Dez will shoot 2. First free throws upcoming for Watson, a chance to get to 20 points for the 4th time this season. He wants to do it for the 2nd time against the Flyers in his Loyola career. And 18 in the game this year at UD Arena. 22.9 left. Dez at the line. 71-68. Now 72. 68 with 22 and 9/10 of a second to go. Dayton 1 timeout left. Ramblers 2. Double bonus both ways. Possession arrow in Dayton's favor. Dez, second free throw. Nylon. 73-68. Ramblers by 5 with 22.9 to go.
No fouls, no fouls.
Malachi Smith rushes to the right side baseline against Dez. Turns, gets him in the air. Almost threw it up and in. They call Dez for a foul. So in the end, not a terrible situation. But it will give a chance for 2 free throws at 14.8 to go. Dez played D for a long time down there at the rim and probably did as well as he possibly could.
Yeah, maybe the only critique is he might not even need to jump. I mean, you got Malachi Smith listed at 6 foot. He's probably 5'10", going up against Dez, who's like 6'4", 6'5", trying to work you on the post. He's not going to be able to do much down there.
And Malachi Smith misses his first free throw attempt of the game, 67%. He'll have one more. Ramblers by 5, 73-68 with 14.8 left. What if the Ramblers will call a timeout once they get the ball in the front? Well, they might not get the ball in the front court. Dayton will foul as quickly as they can. In fact, the Flyers will call their final timeout as Smith makes the free throw. 14.8 to go. Loyola 73, Dayton 69. Soaking it in a bit here. With the Ramblers up by 4, 73-69. I know Drew Valentine's locked in his huddle here, but if he knew what song was playing, he probably wouldn't have been a fan. He's on one side of that feud, right?
Oh, I assume so, yeah.
Yeah, but he's, he might hear it, but he's not registering Kendrick Lamar, let's just say. As people know, Drew Valentine, one of the biggest Drake fans known to man. All right, let's get back to business here. 14.8 seconds left. Ramblers will have the ball inbounding on the backcourt. They will get to run the baseline. Up by 4. Dayton obviously will go for a steal. They'll be ultra aggressive. If they don't get the steal, it might just be a foul. Oh, and thank you very much.
Hey.
We've got handed our first Pop-Tarts today from the pack. It's a 2-pack, so I say me and CT will celebrate after the game with, hopefully, we'll be celebrating after the game with a frosted strawberry.
Do any timeouts? We
Yep.
still have 2 timeouts.
Two. Yep,
All right.
2. None remaining for Dayton.
Don't have to force anything.
Exactly.
And meet every single pass.
Kamani's going to inbound the ball. Kamani looking, gets it into JQ. JQ trying to get through a double team and then reach in, foul on Enoch Cheeks. JQ will shoot 2. Quinn made sure to kind of power his way through Cheeks. Reach and attempt. Went strong with it, drawing the foul. JQ made 2 of 3 already in this game. 10 points, 3 assists, 1 turnover in 24 minutes. Finishing out this game with Jaden Dawson fouling out a long time ago, it feels. JQ first to 2, too strong. Still a chance to get it to a 5-point game with 13.5 left. No Dayton timeouts remaining. Need this one to avoid a possible 4-point play. It's in the air. It is good. 74-69. Rubin in. Edwards out. Quinn, Watson, Owinsu, Wakoria, the others. Flyers, Nate Santos fouled out a while ago. Malachi Smith dribbles into the front court. 10 seconds. Smith, right side, pull up, 3 ball. He got fouled. Well, I'm very glad JQ made that free throw. Not that the 3 went in, of course, but pretty much worst case scenario would have been that 3 going in and then a free throw with 7.7 to go. If he makes all 3, it'd be a 2-point game with 7.7. If he makes 2 and misses that 3rd, you got to be ready to rebound if you're the Ramblers, because that's the situation where a tap out for a 3 could tie this game. It is a 3-shot foul. They double-checked. Malachi Smith just went 1 of 2 at the line moments ago.
Come on, give me one, Malachi.
Spins the basketball. Bends the knees. I thought that was CT screaming for a moment.
Negative.
Free throw went in, 74-70. 2 more. 7.7 left. Ramblers by 4. 74-71. All right, this is huge. Really, make or miss, it's huge.
Yep.
Miss, you got to secure the rebound.
Somebody get in there, Sheldon. All right,
Make,
there we go.
you got to get that ball inbounds quickly. Don't let Dayton get their defense going. And then wait for the foul. Malachi Smith spins the basketball. 2 dribbles, spins it again. Bends the knees, free throw in the air. Made all 3. 74-72. Kamani inbounds to Dez. Dez covers up. They reach in. They do get the possession arrow if they tie it up, but they call a foul on Dayton.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was huge.
Yeah, you probably got to tell the ref ahead of time. We're trying to go grab positions. They don't preemptively call a foul.
Which the referees didn't. They gave it a second. And I think, Dez, I don't know how 100% aware he was of that possibility because he sort of took the ball and then covered up. Like, okay, foul me. But that allowed Dayton to maybe tie him up. But it works out. They call the foul on Cheeks.
Yep.
Dez is shooting 2. 2-point Rambler lead. 5.1 left. Remember, no timeouts for Dayton. So whatever happens here, the Flyers are rushing ahead.
Yep.
Made the first. Huge. Because now the best Dayton can do is send this to overtime with a last-second 3. Watson trying to wipe away that possibility here. In the air. 4-point Rambler lead. Inbound to Smith. 4 seconds across half court with 3, with 2. Ripped away. 1 second left.
Oh, yeah.
Buzzer sounds. Ramblers beat Dayton for the second straight year at Gentile Arena. Win a 4th consecutive game, and they move ahead of Dayton in the A10 standings. Alone in 3rd place at 9-5. Final score, Ramblers 76, Flyers 72. Ramblers lead from the last time Dayton had the lead, 24-23. The Ramblers took control from there, had the 3-point lead. It got down to as little as 2, but the Ramblers never let the Flyers tie this game back up or take the lead back and win it 76-72. And now 9-5 have won 21 of 22 here at Gentile Arena, 14-1 this season. And the Ramblers are 18-9 overall, and the Flyers fall to 18-9, and they split the season series. So if these teams end up in some sort of tiebreaker, I don't know what it would be because it'd have to go to the next whatever it is. But right now, the Ramblers are in 3rd place in the Atlantic 10. All right, CT. Let's take a break. We'll come back with the JB Alberto's postgame show. We'll have Drew Valentine, of course, postgame. And CT's choice for the RSN MVP interview. We'll leave people in the dark here. We'll decide. We'll tell everybody when we come back. All right? We'll step aside here. I can barely hear myself. This is the Rambler Sports Network from Learfield.
Loyola Medicine, the official health system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, is making it easier than ever to find the right provider on a date and time that work with your busy schedule. Using the My Loyola online self-scheduling tool, you can make your next appointment in under a minute. Choose from over 30 specialties, in-person appointments or virtual visits, and your preferred date and time, then confirm and schedule. Head to loyolamedicine.org/schedule now to make your appointment today.
This spring, Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
We believe a successful retirement requires a solid game plan. Strategic Wealth Designers, the official retirement planning sponsor of Loyola Athletics, is here to assist. Their holistic approach to retirement planning addresses various aspects of your financial landscape, aiming to ensure a well-rounded strategy for your golden years. Visit swdgroup.com or give them a call at 187-SWD-GROUP. Strategic Wealth Designers is a paid sponsor of Loyola Athletics. No endorsement by Loyola Athletics is stated or implied, and Loyola Athletics is not a client of Strategic Wealth Designers.
Hey, Loyola fans, Cam Crutwick here. Have you ever shopped for sports or concert tickets online only to be blown away by the high fees at the checkout? You can forget about the sticker shock with TicketEstore.com, an official ticketing partner of Loyola Athletics. Proud members of the National Association of Ticket Brokers and celebrating 20 years in the business. TicketEstore.com has the tickets you love without the fees you don't. Next time you're looking for great seats, TicketEstore.com is your destination.
Tonight's postgame show is brought to you by JB Alberto's, the official pizza sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Order online at jbalbertos.com. Call them at 773-973-1700 or visit them at 1326 West Morse Avenue. Plus, make sure to grab JB Alberto's Pizza at Gentile Arena throughout the season and the upcoming Loyola softball season as well at Loyola Softball Park. That's right around the corner.